Hello, chat. I was gonna take a little longer, but at this point the boys are already making me giggle, and I can't hold back the barrage, the wall, the barricades much longer. How is everybody doing? And they can hear you guys now. I should put on music. I should.
Hello, good morning, good evening. Welcome to the area.
Like,
Hello, hello.
oh, how did that happen?
Really continue 15% or more on your car insurance.
There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. Would you like to introduce you guys yourselves, starting with Heels here?
Hello, I'm Heels. I'm going to be bringing to life today everyone's probably top 3 favorite character, Karaticus Dubois, and his companions of, we got Ditto, the fancy lad, we have Joey Bird, and our new companion that we just discovered, our shiny Spinneret.
It hurts me every time. It hurts me every single time. Sliding to the right, Biggins.
Hello, my name is Biggins, and I will be playing for you today Dion, who is an uninteresting man with many interesting Pokemon.
And finally, Thunder.
I'm going to be playing Odin, and I got Electric Litten, Teddiursa, and a Togepi that does not know Metronome.
You know what? We should. Yeah, we can fix that at some point. I'm sure. I realize I'm.
No, maybe.
We'll get. Yeah.
And, by the way, I have a Weedle Golett, and I am currently befriending a Baniri.
That's what it was. Wow, how did I manage to forget? You have the Baniri information, don't you?
I'm trying to get it somewhere, but you have to control it because it hasn't been 3 days.
Ah, that is very true. All right. Well, while that's happening, I'm gonna toss this at Thunder. Yeah, Thunder. I do play TCG Pocket. It's been great. My second pull was the shiny Charizard, and then I missed the Goldango on a lucky pick, only for me to pull a Goldango art.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah, I didn't want to derail. So I just typed it just in case nobody did. But yeah, I needed to flex the Charizard.
I was just say you got that shiny Wug Trio looking good too, though. And that, oh God, you got the Lucario also. Oh no, I just opened up Premiere Pro by accident. Also, hi chat, I'm doing good. How are you guys? As I close back down Premiere Pro, my editing system, as soon as I open it. Today's been a mess. I'm not gonna deny it. Today's been a fun little mess. There we go.
This week has basically been a year.
This week has been a year. Just as a reminder, also, thank you, Jack of the Frost, for becoming a member, a Wanderer, more specifically. Thank you very much. Not really doing announcements tonight other than that. Just as a reminder, there will be no ads run during the live stream because I want people to be able to enjoy the show. This is only a thing because of the fact that, one, we want to enjoy ourselves. And then two, I don't know, the channel is supported enough by people that I'm able to just take one good stream and be like, I don't need to run ads on it. So thank you for the support. We will not be talking to chat during the game just as a reminder, but during the break, we'll address chat again because there will be a break about center of the way through.
I know, I'll stop.
You're fine. You're fine. I wasn't even poking at you, sir. Perfect. I mean, are you guys pretty much good to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Perfect. In which case?
As long as during your recap we get a good snapshot of Guz and his adventures.
Guz and his adventures, as if he ran off on his own. I mean, we are a little early. We got a little bit of time, actually. I realize. I know the show is supposed to.
He had like a 15-minute arc. Well, he did great.
There's a hotel room that will never be the same again.
All right, I will ad lib that section in there. Okay, I will ad lib that section because there's
It's character development, man.
I may have to add in the Baneri that somehow... I almost added the Baneri, and then I was like, that didn't happen. I don't remember things, because, you know, sometimes even I forget, even though I should remember as the DM. It's been a month. It's been a month. But okay. Why don't we go ahead and get started, then. I'll go ahead and bring Industrious Ferret to a close. Previously on Starsigns, Rising Star Karaticus, Pokemon Ranger Dion, and Ace Trainer Odin collected the fruits of their labor, money, items, and Mantine tickets for excelling in the mock Grand Trials. While Dion was summoned by the Kahuna and given the duty of protecting Odin and his strange Litten, suspected to have some sort of potential Ultra Beast energy surrounding it, in addition to investigating the current Ultra Beast situation itself. While Karaticus and Odin separated, discussed between them the trustworthiness not only of Dion, but the Pokemon League as a whole, considering the secret nature of how they treat the current situation. Upon reuniting, Team Salmon set off to meet Professor Pixie. While scourging their way through a shortcut headed on by Dion, on the back of a certain Odin, Karaticus found a ladybug just holding on and sleeping, only for it to immediately get caught and added to the collection. Once they did reach Professor Pixie, there she was able to run tests, very minor and non-intrusive ones, to learn that Thor the Litten is not a regional variant, nor does he have an electric organ. Something different, something unknown, is causing the change in elements. What that would be has yet to be found out, and hopefully one day will. After an ulcer-forming linguistic hijink situation, Team Salmon departed Professor Pixie and aimed to take a trip to the next island and find Aether Paradise officials. Along the way, their Pokemon picked up on something strange, in addition to a Baneri being found slightly cowering with the ears rolled up, only for Dion to catch it with his Ranger friend Loop, as the prototype used to be called. I ad-libbed that part, leave me alone. Once the Pokemon followed through into the brush, and the trainers followed them, Karaticus purposefully alerted a horde of Drowsy and Hypno, who immediately lashed out at the party. We now return, with said horde not only prepared to fight the team, but also surrounding a group of unconscious Pokemon. Please roll for initiative. And yes, there was a self-insert, not self-insert, oh my goodness, entire 5-hour hijinks of a hotel room owned by a certain Weedle. Oh, God. Roll for initiative, boys. And let me transfer you over.
This one time, I'll do it.
To where you are. And you get to see the sleeping Pokemon. Because not only do you see 3 Drowsy, them wiggling their fingers at you, in addition to 3 Hypno, their pendulum swaying back and forth, but behind them, being guarded as though they are food, you see 2 Alolan Meowth and a Munchlax sleeping away. And allow me to throw on the wild battle music for y'all.
Why am I having a hard time seeing the initiative button?
I don't know.
It used to be a speed check.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I thought there was a button. I might just be getting that confused with 5e.
Alright, so remember to also roll for your Pokemon specifically, because your Pokemon in this case do actually have different initiatives, which also makes sense why priority moves will have a additional effect.
Alright, so Karaticus got a 22, with Ditto getting a 14.
Goodness me. Let me open up my info here. There we go. That's exactly what I needed to see. I am going to make it easy. And just like in regular D&D, all creatures of a same type are going to run on the same initiative just to make life easy. Okay?
Alola got a 9, and I got a 6.
Actually, no, no, I'm not. I've never done that before. What is wrong with me? Why would I do that? That makes that. That makes that. And then that makes. That makes. That's only a. Oh wait, did that just? Okay, whatever. It's fine. I got it fixed. I should have rolled for these ahead of time, but it's fine. Ooh, that one's a 22. Okay, these Hypno kind of rolled hot. Except for the last one, of course. And then... I'm
looking for the skill slot.
Alright. Let's see, everyone put their stuff in. Oh. You just want to roll speed?
Oh, speed, okay, bet.
Yeah, for yourself and then for, Thor. 8, I see.
1 second. 21 and 8.
Got it. Dang. Alright. So these are your partner Pokemon, so it's not like just for note. If you don't command your Pokemon, they'll act as normal. So don't worry too much since these are your specifically partner Pokemon by all means. But in which case, we start at the top of the order with the red Hypno as its pendulum swings back and forth. It is, in fact, how far can you move? Actually, how smart are they? Will they? Okay, this one's not smart enough. It is, in fact, though, going to move. Actually, it will move straight forward, going towards the Golett, and move for a Zen headbutt.
Hey, how about you do that?
I'm gonna assume, actually not gonna assume, does a 6 hit Golett?
No.
Yeah, no. This Hypno is immediately surprised, running in and going for a Zen headbutt. It misses and is staggered for a moment as it collects itself. But that is its turn, as it is now Kraticus' turn, followed up by Thor.
Yeah, so Kraticus is going to go ahead and pull out his phone to start capturing this wonderful content as he gives Helping Hand over to Lytton. So his next attack is going to be getting an additional d20 of damage. I'll roll that now, just so we have it on his next attack.
Wow,
We're gonna get
thank
an additional 11 damage on that attack.
Gosh, okay.
And they're gonna die.
And everyone, it looks like tonight we're gonna be fighting a couple of these wiggly toe guys. Let's go!
I'm sorry. What's we're about to do to you, Hypno?
They stare at you like, excuse me? Like, there's just the eyebrow raise. Anything else, Kraticus?
No, that's my action and interaction, so we're good.
Alright, alright. It is now Thor's turn.
Can I command Lytton to use Thundershock? Ember Shock?
It can act as you would expect it to, because these are your partner Pokemon.
Yes, it would attack.
Yes, it would attack as whatever. So, just for 100% clarification, because these are your partner Pokemon, they will act however you want them to without commands. You'll still have to command them on your next turn, of course. But if it was like the Lediba that was just caught and is not a partner Pokemon, then it would not be able to act before you. So,
okay.
So yes, your Lytton can act as per normal.
Okay. I'm gonna want Lennon to move up. Can I move up this 2 spaces or like here?
Yep, should have plenty of speed to do so.
Okay. We're gonna make it all the way to Munchlax.
Is there? There's not attack of opportunities in this. If you'd want to make it to the Munchlax, you can. All right,
Yes,
no,
because
you
it
probably
looks like
wouldn't be
they're
able to.
guarding a prize.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's probably your full.
Okay.
Just for clarification, the Munchlax and then both of the Meowths are asleep.
Guys, should I wake up the Pokemon at the back or no?
Yeah, they look exhausted. Maybe, perhaps deal with some of these pendulum swinging dopes.
Okay. I'm gonna use Ember Shock on the Hypno right beside me.
All right.
Alright.
Oh. That's dangerous. Go ahead and tell me the numbers.
I got 18 on accuracy and 16 on electric damage. Electric damage.
So that definitely hits, and you definitely burned it, and you did a plus. You have a +4 because you used the electric move, +11 for 31 points of damage. Okay. It's not looking good. It's looking terrible already.
It regrets its decision immediately.
Yeah. You watch as Litten dashes between all of the Pokemon that are out on the field, and as it rushes forward, it like skids to a stop, stares at the Munchlax, looks back at Odin, and then stares at this Hypno, just shocking it, watching as the fire then erupts from the electricity, burning this Hypno as its eyes are now wide and its ears are drooping back a little bit. It is not looking good, but I assume that is Thor's turn.
Thor can attack again?
No, I don't think I don't think there's anything else Thor can do.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
No. Good job, Lennon. Where's Thor?
It is now that Hypno's turn, who, as it reels from the hit. Oh wait, I've gotta roll a. Dion, can you run me again? How much damage does a burn do? Is it a D6?
Yes.
If I remember correctly.
I'm getting ready to look it up because I do not remember.
I believe it's a D6. That sounds right to me.
That is the wrong thing. I remember I said the wrong thing. Yeah, that looks right. Nah.
Okay.
There's no accent for Dion. How do I?
That would throw me off so much. Roll a D6 for me. Thor, or sorry, Odin. My goodness.
Okay. 6.
Oh, yeah. The Hypno reels back, and before it can get the Zen headbutt off, psychic energy coalescing on like the center of its forehead, you watch as the burn kind of flares up, and it falls backwards, knocked out.
Yay!
You one-shot this thing, by all means.
Yeah. Yo, let's get more of those healthy hands.
Oh, God. Oh, my lord. All right, well, it is now... I need to roll for something here. Okay, that's fine.
Is it morale?
A little bit. You can see...
DM morale.
the drowsy that are closer to you guys start to sweat a little bit. More specifically, the center one is looking a lot more nervous, but it does shore itself up, and it is, let me double check. It is going to, actually, it will turn back because its Hypno got knocked out, and it's going to try and use Hypnosis as it wiggles its fingers in the air, and waves of psychic energy just slowly drift their way over. Let's see if this is gonna hit.
I like that we are in the age now where the sound the hypnosis makes is just a YouTube video.
That is a 13 to hit. I assume that hits your Litten.
What's the stat to check that it doesn't?
That should be its special defense, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yes, it's only a 3.
In which case, your Litten is now asleep.
No.
That is the Drowsy's turn, as it feels a little more content and safe with itself. It is the other Drowsy's turn, who is... Ooh. I need to roll for this one and its intelligence. Nope, it's not doing all that mentally great. It's going to walk over. Actually, it doesn't need to walk that far. Now, as it kind of bounds its way over, it is going to look at Ditto over here and try to do the same thing. That's probably going to hit with a 16.
Yeah. His special defense is a 5.
Your Ditto, and it just kind of like melts down. Meanwhile, Litten's getting cozy, curled up right now. But that is that Drowsy's turn. It is Ditto's turn. Please roll me a... It should be a... What's the equivalent of a Constitution? Oh my goodness. Oh wait, no, it's a flat roll. I apologize, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it starts at a 15, I think, and then it gets -2 every turn as it goes down.
There we go. So if you want to roll me a flat D20 then. Heals.
I apologize, I was reading something. What am I rolling? A D20?
Yep, flat
Fine.
D20. Oh,
Hey!
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
never mind. You get to act as per normal.
Does a natural 20 do anything?
Yep, you get to act as per normal. I think he automatically does that anyway, because I think sleep, in the games you wake up at the beginning of the round, so,
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nothing
Ditto's
too
just going to
much.
act as per normal, I guess. The Hypno was content with itself and then just kind of chokes on air as the Ditto wakes right back up. Cute little catnap.
You win Hypno.
I was going to say, so that, just a clarifying effect, because now we're dealing with statuses. Is awakening anything to do with, like, stuns or I'm sorry, is, like, being put to sleep anything like a stun, or is there, what do you have to do to wake up?
Well, okay, either you roll a d20, which you just did, and you have to get above a 15. If you were to fail it, it would become a 13, and then if you fail it, it becomes an 11 until you eventually pass, or until someone uses an action to wake up the Pokemon or person. But sleep happens at the very beginning of a turn, so unlike D&D, where you will lose your turn, in Pokemon, you still get your turn.
You have a chance to get back up.
Yep.
I was like, 'cause I have an awakening something or other, and I didn't know if that, like, if I had to use something like that to wake somebody up, so...
That could work, but your Ditto is awake already, so you got nothing to worry about there.
I was looking at the Litten, so... more for me knowing
Gotcha.
just how these things work.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Ditto, going to sleep, kind of goops down and then pops right back up. He's going to go ahead and transform into our good friend, the Hypno.
Okay, let me send you...
We have Hypno!
I got him.
Oh, you got him?
Yeah, I also sent you Baniri's thing as well.
That
Yeah, I have
works
Hypno
accurate
up.
to me. Thank you.
We're good.
Oh, perfect.
And we're gonna... Yeah, Ditto's gonna go ahead and Zen headbutt the Drowsy that just tried to lock us down.
The purple one there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
That's
move your
purple.
Ditto for you.
Perfect. So he's going to go ahead and attack with a... That's a special attack, I believe. So a 7. Is that going to hit a Hypno?
So you should have had... She rolled
Or a Drowsy, sorry.
It will hit because that's a 13 plus. You would have a +3, so that'd be a 16 total.
Perfect. So yeah, he kind of just lowers his head as he transforms and just full-blown headbutt charges him
Oh boy.
for, that is a 3d10.
There you go, heals. There's the stat sheet for a Hypno.
I got it up. I
Oh.
had to
Oh,
find
sorry.
it. So 23 damage on a Zen headbutt charge.
All right. Well, you know, yeah, he's not looking good either as Ditto transforms, and the face looks a little bit, you know, beady-eyed, of course, as per usual. The nose sticking way out, and kind of drives the nose, especially.
He's got his colors backwards on this one.
And it's like when a boxer holds their thumb out to poke somebody in the eye. It's that, but with a headbutt onto this poor Drowsy that takes this hit and is still standing. It's not looking perfect, but it's looking okay.
It now has a headache.
Oh yeah, no.
A headache from hell.
Actually,
It's like when you see the head hit, it kind of like goops down and then pops back up.
So the only difference this time though is that Psychic does resist other Psychic types. So it did slightly less damage, but it's not. So just for clarification, for heals more specifically, but it's not like D&D where it would do, like, if it's not an effective move, it would do half damage. In which case, in this, it would actually do just -2 damage. If it was super effective, it would do +2.
Okay. I will trust you to help me remember that.
I will do my best, and I also have Bagans to help me with this as well. Blessed.
I am here to help.
So I assume that's Ditto's turn then?
Oh yeah, he's doing great.
Perfect. Onto the red Drowsy that's sitting over here. Let's see how this is gonna turn out. Absolutely. The Drowsy goes from looking at the Golett and turns to you, Dion. Let's see if this works. Oh, probably not. I'm gonna assume a 4 doesn't hit you.
Hit me? Let's find out real quick. Let's see. My special defense is a 3.
Never mind. It does hit, in which case, Dion, you are asleep.
Ruh-roh, Hecky.
It wiggles its fingers, and those circular just rings expand as you eventually just feel yourself getting really, really sleepy. It's been a lot dealing with people. You've been dealing with the people a lot more lately. You need a nap.
No, I don't want a nap.
Oh, it's okay. You fall asleep anyway.
I don't want to go to bed, Mom.
I don't want to go to bed, Mom.
It is going to be your Golett's turn, and because, like I said, it is your partner Pokemon, it can still act as per normal.
Oh, good.
That is basically my rule. Like, these 3 are your pure partner Pokemon. The other 3 you guys have, not as much. But these 3, if they're ever in battle, they will always act, even if you can't quite tell them what to do. They might just not know. They might not perceive certain things you will, is all.
Question.
Yes.
Does Hypno have less than 15 defense?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Uh-oh.
And just a bit double checking, just for me. I'm no expert on Pokemon, but
yeah, this is gonna.
Ghost type attacks are super effective against Psychic types, correct?
Yeah, that'd be correct.
Okay. I'm just gonna do this then.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah.
You wanna say it yourself?
Yeah. It does 28 damage.
Bring it up to 30.
30.
This one's still standing. It definitely took a hard gut punch as like you see like the spirit come out of its body and then slingshot back inside of the Hypno as it reels from the hit and then doubles over for a couple seconds. This one you're starting to notice. Actually, you wouldn't notice, so never mind.
Asleep.
Yeah, you're right now, so maybe not. But, anything else? I assume that might be it for you?
Yes. Because I don't think I can... I mean, I can move him to about right here.
Okay. Fair
He's
enough.
just gonna take his little victory lap around this Hypno.
In which case we move on to the blue Hypno. What are they gonna do?
If
You
they're
know what?
smart, they'd be like, we need to leave.
Oh no, they are. There's something. I can't actually say that. I can't actually say that. Never mind. I actually, you know what? I can say this. Despite the fact that there's so many here right now, at least, even if you haven't encountered them before, most people know that Drowsy and Hypno are Dream Eaters. So the fact that Kraticus and Odin, you guys are awake, seeing that there's so many here especially is a little odd because it is the, like, daytime.
Oh,
But,
that is true.
this Hypno's gonna run right on over, full bore, and do the same thing that Ditto did to the Drowsy and try to Zen Headbutt here. That's gonna hit. That is absolutely gonna hit with a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
And, oh, I need to double check something that you did earlier. What did you... Okay, never mind. Perfect. Not only is this going to do damage here, which is not going to be great. Let's just count the damage first. That is 17 points of psychic damage cut down to 15 because of the psychic resistance, because Ditto being a Hypno right now.
Okay.
But Ditto is also currently stunned.
No, it's not. Read Hypno's abilities.
Oh.
It has
You are
inter-
Never mind. Never mind.
It also can't. He also can't be
Yeah.
put to sleep. He has insomnia now as well.
You gave your Ditto insomnia. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
wait, Ditto gets their abilities?
Yes, he
yep.
becomes
I
a
get
copy
everybody
of them.
their hit points.
Oh, yeah. Unlike, well, with regular Pokemon, it would have gotten one ability, but because of this TTRPG setting, Pokemon have multiple abilities. So,
It should be that way.
yeah, fun stuff. Odin, it's your turn, followed up by Dion.
I'm going to move Litten. Actually, he doesn't need to move to use any attacks still.
Litten needs to roll to see if they can wake up.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, actually, is it possible for anyone to give me their awakening and give it to Litten, or no?
I don't know if you have the speed to run over to Litten.
Oh, okay. Wait, which
You
roll is
might.
it? D20?
Oh, wait, hold on. It's not Litten's turn. It is your turn. So, I mean, if you can...
I mean, technically it's 6 squares away, so he could
Oh,
get
yeah.
to it. He could. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he could get there in 5.
Yeah, you could run
You'd
over
have
to
to-
Litten.
Yeah, and I have
Nice.
an awakening.
Please, 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 I need it. Like, Litten's the carry of the team.
Am I able to give it to him?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, here you go, my friend. You're welcome to it.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry. You're good.
Yeah, I used the awakening on Litten.
Perfect. You just give it a little pss, and Litten is nice and awake. Just makes a nice big yawn and a stretch as if it wasn't in battle, looks around, and just yawns again.
Are you able to attack or not use the turn?
Well, it's your turn. It can act normal on its actual next turn.
Okay.
I know this was different from, because just as clarification, last time I had them act on your guys' turn because it was the tournament. Now it's an actual like normal battles, so we're just running it as per normal combat should be.
Yeah.
But I assume that's it. Use your action. I don't think you have anything else that you can really do.
Nope.
All right, Dion. Let's see if you can wake up.
Wake up, you sleepyhead. Get out of here. That would be a no.
With the 3, you're still dreaming dreams of getting malasadas out of the trash can.
I miss my Malasaurus.
In which case, we're gonna move on to the 3 sleeping Pokemon and see if they wake up. That is... I just rolled a nat 1 for the Munchlax. I'm sorry.
That's a very Munchlax move, to be fair.
That's really fudging funny. That's a no, and that's a no. None of them wake up. All right, they're all very much asleep still. In which case, we're back over to Red Hypno, who just got their spirit punched out of their body and are not happy about that. Yeah, you know what? It's gonna look at the Golett, and it's gonna use, let's see if it actually has to, oh, it just automatically works, perfect. It uses Disable.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Yeah, no. So for the next minute, 10 rounds, your Golett is not able to use that nasty little Shadow Punch.
That's fine. He has a nasty little not Shadow Punch.
Uh-huh. Oh, boy. That is its turn as we move over to Karaticus, and then Thor will be up next.
Karaticus is going to pull out Delibird.
Okay.
Doing the old switch swap.
Can I run them both at the same time, or do I have to?
You can only give commands to one at a time. So if you do pull out Delibird, even though your partner Pokemon can act on their own, it would still be you can only give commands to one Pokemon at a time. So your Ditto wouldn't be doing anything on their turn, if that makes any sense.
Oh, then I will just never mind. We'll scrap that for now.
Yeah. So I'm bending the rules because I feel like
we're good.
Yeah, your partners shouldn't have to need your direction, but if you are commanding a different Pokemon, then you will have to command your partner Pokemon, if that makes sense. So like,
yeah, no, we're good.
Okay.
In that case, then I am going to move Karaticus up over here, kind of take the sideways through the middle of combat, scanning everything with his phone. But I'm also going to use, as I'm passing, Flash on Blue, using my Shining Light. It's not all literal glitter, but a gleaming aura of attention. And it's at will, and on a hit, he gets -1 accuracy. So,
okay.
See how this goes. That is probably not going to do it.
An 8
8 plus my standard attack of 1. So a 9.
If it meets, it beats on that Drowsy.
Hell yeah. So he gets a -1 on his next attack round. Or -1 accuracy, rather.
Alright. How do I mark? I'm just going to give it a little target on it. That sounds like a great idea.
And then, is it possible for me to throw a Pokeball to try to catch something? Or would the Flash be my turn?
I believe you should also be able to throw a Pokeball if you wanted to.
I want to try to catch the Munchlax.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chuck a Luxury Ball out there, so that's a -5 to my catch roll, and it's what, a D100?
It will be a D100 if you would.
Ah, lame. So 76.
You throw the Pokeball, and as it bounces off of the Munchlax, it immediately breaks back open. It stays asleep, though. It just, I don't know. It kind of flails its arms and then sleep a little bit.
Alright, I want to catch this thing.
So that's your turn?
Yeah, we're good.
Alright. Thor, it is your turn, and then we have the two of the Drowsies to follow, and then Ditto.
Okay. Thor is going to uses Ember Shock on the purple Hypno.
Oh, yeah, I assume you mean purple Drowsy?
I mean, yeah, John. Oh my God, yes.
You're good.
Yeah, no, he's gonna double tap.
Double tap. I don't want. This is a Nuzlocke.
Okay.
All right.
The accuracy is 18. Electric damage is 9.
Oh my gosh. Plus 4 brings it to a 13. And because it hit an 18, it is now burned. All right. Fantastic. That's not good. That's
Is this the one that we already hit pretty hard?
Yeah, it's the one that's already been hit. So it's not looking great. All right. I assume that's it.
Yep.
Perfect. Now it's its turn. Hey, can you roll that D6 for me, please?
Let's see. Oh, it's only a 2.
Yeah, the 2 is just enough as once again, it like raises its nose ready to do something, then its eyes just blank out as the little burns erupt across its body, and it collapses, knocked out.
One shot King Lidden. Let's go.
God.
See, guys, I told you the awakening would be worth it.
Okay. Well, that's its turn because it's knocked out. Now it's the other one's turn, and it has lowered accuracy. And it's... Oh, my goodness gracious. It is just... you guys might be better prepared to handle psychic types than I thought. But it's going to do its best as the Drowsy is in turn. Oh, it has a 10-foot range, so it can at least... It can at least back up because it does not feel comfortable even with its partner Hypno there. It is not feeling comfortable as it is going to back up and use Confusion on Ditto. That is gonna hit as that is an 18. It's really Ditto is gonna take 7 points. That is already cut down of psychic damage.
He's still alive.
All right, well, still alive, Ditto. It is now your turn.
Sweet. Now that said, he's not looking great, but we're gonna go ahead and, for the second of 3 times today, he's gonna go ahead and charge into our. Wait, was Hypno hit, or has either blue been hit?
Neither blue one has been hit.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna go after Drowsy.
Okay.
Zen headbutt. Dang it. That's a 9 plus 3, 12.
12 is going to hit.
Good. Good.
God,
3d10.
I do love
13
this
damage.
I do love this system with how fast things go because everything basically hits everything all the time.
Except for the first attack, you've never hit my Golem on the first attack.
I don't. Also, yeah, round down to 11. Yeah, that's okay. This is fine. This is fine. It's looking okay. It's not the best thing.
Yeah, that'll be his. That'll be him.
All right. Also, I need to remove. Does it? I have a question for your flash. Is that permanent or only on the next attack?
Let me double check. I don't want to misquote. During their next turn. So if they've already had their turn, then it is over.
Perfect. I just wanted to be sure. All right. That was Ditto's turn. It is Red Drowsy's turn.
Please don't eat my dreams.
It's...
Please don't eat my dreams.
It's smart enough to at least... it's hard to say. It's smart enough to have at least noticed Golett is still acting on its own. So it's gonna take care of the Golett, I think. As it's gonna try and hypnotize Golett here. That's probably not gonna do it. That's gonna be an 11.
Yeah, I have a defensive 8.
Oh, alright. Golett's Night's time.
Uh-oh.
Someone please wake me up.
And the Drowsy is looking very content with itself. I don't know how, I mean, I guess it's always smiling already anyway. Kind of makes me creeped out because it kind of smells like a horse, I suppose, with a dog face. Anywho, Golett, please roll your d20.
I wish Golem had insomnia. How do you put a golem to sleep?
It has infinite energy. But even I need to power.
Oh!
Oh!
Get up, boy!
Okay, alright, well, no, night time, I guess.
He goes, you hear the windows, doo-doo-doo-dee, You have restarted your goal list.
And the
Updates
sweat.
have been installed.
Gosh, just needed a reboot.
Oh no, they gave my goal at Windows 11.
Oh no! Oh no, that crashed my last
Alright. Yeah, because it sucks.
Anywho, go on.
Kind of want to attack the Drowsy because it was mean to me. But, you know what? I have an idea. I can't use Shadow Punch, so he's going to turn to the Drowsy that hit me, and he's going to get Mega Punched.
Oh boy. Well, it has... You know, it hasn't gotten hit yet, so maybe it'll be okay.
That'd be 18.
18 damage. It's still up, but Golett powers back up, pulls the fist back, and just poof, as stars just erupt out from this Drowsy. It's still up, but it's a little keeled over for a second. I assume that's all.
Yay.
Righty then. We move on to our.
Oh wait,
other-
sorry. That actually, no, that should be more than that. It's not adding the extra 4 for some reason.
The extra 4 from.
Iron Fist. All my
Ah.
punching attacks do an extra 4 damage.
Okay. If you would like, on your or Gavani's character sheet, just add a build, or you can just, because it's not going to automatically add it to any moves. As long as you can remember it, or just press the thing if I, for some reason, ever question it. Feel free.
Wait, no.
Uh,
Why is it? It should be adding 8 attack. Why is it not adding?
It's
the
adding
extra-
8 at the end, because I see a 5. I see 3d8 plus 8 is what I see.
Yeah, it should, because my attack is 8, so it should be adding a plus 8 for my attack. Why is it only adding 4? Huh. I'll figure that out.
Okay. Okay.
I guess that Shadow Punch on the Hypno should have done another 4 damage.
Another 4.
So it should have been 34 damage.
I can adjust for that. It's not a big deal. Okay, that's fine. That's a-okay. Looking not the greatest right now. That's fine. All right. Now it's the hit.
It's okay. Never mind. No,
Okay.
never mind. That's right. No, don't add the extra 4. Okay, I see what's doing. I see what's
Okay.
going on now.
Okay, everything's fine now.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay, perfect. All right, it is the Hypno's turn. Who? It really doesn't have many choices. It's smart enough to know not to hit you with a normal type move as it reels its head back and goes for that slam with its Zen headbutt. That's gonna hit. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, it barely hits.
Just barely. As we're gonna throw in our damage here, giving us a total of oh gosh. Round down because not very effective. 21 points of psychic damage. And you are.
Let's see, I have.
I assume you can be stunned, Golett.
Yes, I have Iron Defense and Iron Fist, so yeah, I can be stunned.
Perfect. I will mark you. I assume you know what to do with stunned.
I'm assuming it means I can't move next turn.
Yeah. And we're gonna move on to Odin. Your turn. Actually, I think it's. I'll look it up just to be sure. Go ahead.
I don't think I could do much here.
Usually.
Oh wait, Lydon can actually move. Oh wait, yeah. I forgot he's my partner. Lydon is going to move.
Lydon can't do anything this turn. Your character can.
Oh,
Lydon's turn
okay.
already we have separate turns from our Pokemon.
Okay.
So You can run over and slap me awake. That'd be lovely, doubly.
Oh yeah. Actually, I can't. Wait. Okay. Wait, will that actually wake you up?
It should, yeah, as long as you use your action to slap me awake.
That's what I would like to do.
Okay. Yeah, I assume you can control your character. Run over. I believe you have enough. Oh wait. Oh. Yeah, you do. You would have enough. Oh, either way.
Wake me up inside. Can't wake up inside, baby.
Is there an action I have to click, or is it just guaranteed wake up?
It's guaranteed wake up as long as you use your action to do so.
All right. Yep.
Punch me in the chin. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just a couple.
Like, stop sleeping on the job. You're about to get jumped. Your dreams are gonna get eaten, man.
Oh, 3 more minutes, Mom.
All right. Dion, you're awake, and I assume that's the end of your
Yeah.
turn, Odin?
Yeah.
Dion, it is your turn.
All right, so I'm not happy about this. I'm gonna run up to. Or actually, the
yeah.
Baneri hasn't done anything, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually gonna let it go, and I'm going to attempt to capture this Hypno that's almost dead.
Are you sure about that and not... I'm just looking at the other 3 creatures in the field right now.
Let's see, which one is more... Let's see. Those 2 haven't been hit yet. Let's see,
I could clarify. Blue Hypno is the only one who has not gotten any damage done to it.
Yeah, I want to get Red Hypno.
Okay.
Or try to, anyway.
What is the... Okay, this one's very new. What is our... Because it is hostile to you. I believe you're going to...
I actually have 2 balls.
Oh.
Just flavor-wise, it's going to be the Ranger Stylus.
Okay. I will let you give it a shot then.
Alright, +5. Alright. That's a 26. Or no, that's a 26.
26 is absolutely going to catch it in that case.
And that eliminates a threat off the field.
So we'll go ahead and I will just pop them out of existence here. Or actually, gosh, how do we want to run that?
I guess technically, since I used a Pokeball, I could keep the Baneri as the partner thing.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you throw the ball. You're just like, it's not even that you throw the ball at this point. I assume it's more of like the, and you just slam the Pokeball into the Pokemon, into this Hypno, and it gets absorbed, light bending into the ball, and it is captured with ease.
Yeah, it's I do the dance, I do the spin, and just BAM!
Anything else from you?
No. Because that's my action. I can't do the other thing I can do, so
Okay.
I'll have to wait on that. Like,
Oh.
I look at Odin and go, thanks, man.
No problem.
It is now the 3 sleeping Pokemon's turns, as I'm going to quickly roll for them. Munchlax is asleep. Alola Meowth is asleep, and so is the other one. It's at this point that they're kind of like crawling into each other while asleep and just forming a little dog pile of warmth. They're relaxing, they're vibing. Munchlax kind of chews on one of the whiskers of one of the Meowth a little bit. Katakis, it's your turn, followed up by Thor.
This time I am in fact going to pull out Delibird in the space right below me and give him the command to... Delibird, my friend, could you please give Ditto a bit of a hand? Maybe a present or something? So I don't know if you want me to roll initiative for him separate, or...
Yes, please roll initiative for Delibird.
Submit.
Oh, he's down there with me.
Probably.
No, he's faster than me.
Here we are. So 8.
8? Alright, let me go ahead and throw that in. We'll just put it above this. No, pretty sure. Pretty sure it's faster than a Hypno in this case. All right. Anything else you'd like to do? 'Cause
And
that
then-
is,
Am I able to try to throw in another Pokeball?
you are absolutely able to. Basically, releasing or.
That'd be a 12 on Munchlax.
Yeah, you throw
Using
the
another
ball,
luxury ball.
and
What was
as well, it'd be a.
And for me, it's more of just like an underhand like flick, like a lazy flick. Just I'm trying to hold the phone, trying to give commands as I'm tossing Delibird out there, and just yeah.
Yeah, as you toss it, the ball kind of flies through the air, bounces off the stomach of it, and you kind of hear the boing as the Munchlax is then absorbed into the Pokeball. It shakes 3 times, and you are now an owner of a Munchlax.
How apropos that a chef has a Munchlax.
I
Hey.
peeked behind the curtain when I rolled to figure out if there was a rare Pokemon here or not, and the Munchlax rolled up. I'm like, of all people, Kraticus better be the one that gets it, because Kraticus is the only one that can afford a Munchlax out of this group.
Yeah, well, I can actually. To be fair, I do have a skill to feed a Munchlax.
That is very fair, actually.
If it makes you feel better, I don't know what a Munchlax is.
It's a bottomless pit of a stomach.
You actually.
perfect.
You know Snorlax?
Oh, Snorlax, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
it's
baby. It's a baby
baby.
Snorlax.
Oh, got it.
So you have a trash can.
Yep.
You have an infinite trash can.
Now I need to get that in a Grimer. We
All
got
right.
this. I'll have my entire like chef world put together.
Oh my lord. I assume that's it for you then.
Yeah, we're in good shape.
All right. Thor, followed up by the blue Drowsy.
Let's see. Let's since we're dialed in, walks in front of the blue Hypno and uses Umber Shock.
Hit it.
Let's big rolls lidded, like we gotta keep the one-shot streak up. We got 13 accuracy, 17 damage.
13 does hit with a 21 total then on this blue Hypno, which hasn't been hit before, but now its streak of staying up without any damage is broken, and so is Layton's one-shot streak, unfortunately. But the damage was good. The damage was good. And so
Yeah, that's it.
I just imagine Layton slowly waddling their way over, kind of like very daintily doing so, still waking up, and then just blasting the Hypno. It's a little time to fully wake up before those big hits start coming out. But we're back over to the Drowsy here. Yeah, it's not going to play around anymore. Actually, how often can it do this? I think it's done it. Okay. Ditto's not looking great, right?
No. He's up, but he is not looking good.
Okay. The Drowsy is gonna just hip bump your Ditto by using Pound. That is going to be a 13 to hit.
I'm double checking. Yes, I'm 5. Yeah, he's gonna hit.
7 points of normal damage.
And now there's just a pile of goop with a Tux floating on top.
Ditto is
It's so sad
down.
every time. Thank goodness this is not a Nuzlocke. You would have had to replace this Ditto so many times.
Could you guys imagine if I decided to run this as like a more of a death thing rather than a
Oh, we would have went to the store and got a gun. Then what are you talking about? Pidgey. The Pokemon would never. The Pokemon would be playing behind us.
You saw that thing. It was approaching me. It was just a it was just a freaking Metapod just staring at you. You just drop a Megaton bomb on it.
Odin, Karaticus, affix a bayonet. We ride it down.
Alright, Ditto is down. It is Red Drowsy's turn. It doesn't get a choice. It has to just... Oh my gosh. It has to just go for confusion as it's going to wave its hands around. And that is going to be a 13 to hit Golett. It is not confused, but it is, in fact, going to take, 5 points of psychic Oh, sorry, 3 points of psychic damage. I apologize.
Oh no, that's still bad. I'm at 12.
Who's at 12?
Golett.
Oh, I thought that was like Dion's at 12. I'm like, uh-oh. We're in
No,
danger.
Dion's okay. He's just groggy.
It is Golett's turn, and I believe it's actually a... Oh gosh, it's not an automatic full stun. I think you literally just roll a d4, and if it's a... I think if it's a 1, you're stunned. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I have not looked up stun, and I can't find the player's handbook at the moment because it's on my other computer.
We'll just go
So-
with it. We'll just go
Of
with
course it is.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't believe it's a D4. If you got a 1 like you did, you can't act, or the Pokemon can't act, and then the speed is halved, because that's typically what...
Oh yes, joyous. My 20 movement speed is half to 10.
I'm so
The
sorry.
slowest. I already have the slowest Pokemon.
I'm so sorry. Well, it's Delibird's turn.
So, because I gave it the command to use present, granted I wanted it used on Ditto, can I still use present on just a different character?
Yeah, why not? I don't see why not.
Perfect. Then he's going to throw it right to where he was going to, but slightly to the side. He's going to drop a present on our good friend Hypno.
Oh boy.
So we're going to go ahead and... Where's
Here
the
comes
button?
a grenade. He switched it from happiness to a grenade.
I mean, Delibird's
Yeah.
present actually used to have a bomb inside of it.
Yeah. Delibird! That's an 18.
That definitely hits.
For about 12 damage.
Okay.
That's really low for a 3d8 plus 3.
That, I mean, it is. It's slightly under average, but, it's still up, but not looking good. It's staggering, for sure, at this point. As the present goes off, like, actually, the throw happens, the Drowsy catches it, and when they open it up, they kind of, like, stare at it for 2 seconds before trying to throw it away, and when it explodes, that's why it does a little less damage, but, instead of, like, the full that it could have ever done, but does the 12.
And then you see Delibird slow walk the 5 feet, the 5 feet. Delibird.
Why is this Delibird so intimidating? My goodness. I assume that's the turn then?
That's everything.
Alright. It is, well, it's that Hypno's turn, who is... Oh, boy. What is it gonna do? Is it? No, it's gonna commit. I know, unfortunately, it's committing, as it's gonna try and go for... It just has to go for a regular headbutt at this point. Ooh. That's a 9 to hit Delibird. Physical defense?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. That's okay. You don't get the extra effects as it slams down, doing a headbutt, and you are, or at least your Delibird is going to be taking... I've been using all of my dice. I should really grab every die I have when I play this. 9 points of normal damage.
This is a very dice-heavy game.
It is, and I love it because it means I get to use all my fun dice. But that's its... Oh, wait, actually, isn't its turn? It's gonna... you know what? How fast can this move?
Attacks of opportunity, attacks of opportunity.
Those aren't a thing in this, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's the
They're
only
not. We
downside.
keep saying it as a joke, but no, it's...
Yeah, you watch as the Hypno headbutts the Delibird and books it backwards towards the Alolan Meowth that are still sleeping. But that is its turn. Odin, it is your turn.
So, I'm practically useless, right? Can I punch the red drowsy?
Here we go. What's a drowsy?
Ash Ketchum,
Punch
you
the-
are the protagonist. Go for it. Go for it. You know what? I'm in. Go for it. Roll a attack roll.
Okay.
And then it'll be
Let's see.
whatever it is. It'll end up being like a D4 of damage
Okay.
if you end up hitting. I'm hoping for this.
Generic attack. I got 15.
That hits. Roll a D4.
This is for messing with my friend.
And then
I got a 2.
what's your plus to strength?
You mean attack?
What I
Oh, yeah, your plus. What is your
it's,
plus?
oh, it's 5.
Oh, it's a. Oh, wait, really?
+2.
Oh, it's a +2.
Oh, I
Okay.
plus 2. All right.
Okay, so 4 total damage then. It's still up, but you like. Would you like to describe it? It's still up, but.
I grabbed it by its long nose and slammed it onto the ground.
It's like a paddle ball. You grab it by the nose and it bounces off of the ground when you punch it down. It's still.
What is my new favorite character?
I'm sorry, guys. I don't condone this. Pokemon are our friends, but like this is what is getting annoying. And this one, like I heard folktales, it steals children or something. Like it's not a good Pokemon.
I think about that for a hard second as I have one in a Pokeball. I'm like, huh.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! I assume that's your turn.
I want to give Odin helping hands.
I mean, can you?
Yes, I can.
That's ridiculous. Dion, it's your turn.
Let's see, what can I do? So, I want to get to. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to use my new fun thing
Oh.
I got, because I believe it has a 10-foot range. Let me double check.
I believe it does, if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh, there's an initiative button up at the top. That's weird.
Oh.
I'm going to use Dizzy. I use my stylus with some extra efforts to disorient Pokemon. So 3 times per day, I can use normal effect on hit. Target is confused.
Oh. Okay. It doesn't.
So I need to roll.
Does it? It doesn't seem like it has an actual. It doesn't.
But they use my. I don't know if that would use my attack or my special attack. It didn't really say.
Yeah, it doesn't even seem. You may use the attack, stylish, spin. I'll say use whatever's higher.
Okay, I'll use my attack then.
Aye.
So that'll be a D20 plus 2. That'll be a 15.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna hit. Oh my god.
That Hypno is now confused.
Let me just throw a little.
As I do the old razzle dazzle with my stylus.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put a little screaming guy on it. Yeah, it flies around the Hypno, bonks it, and then continues spinning around, just being too much of a stimulation visually for it to keep up with it. And as it moves around, it is now unable to completely process anything that's in front of it, and it is now confused. Okay.
I've overstimulated the Hypno.
Pretty much. I assume that's it for you?
That is all I can do for now.
Alright, it is the 2 Alola Meowth's turns, as they're gonna see if they wake up. The top one wakes up. And as it does so, it's gonna look around. And similarly to how it did, it's gonna stretch, but then it's gonna look down and see that it's covered in dirt. and you see that it gets angry, and it turns over to this Hypno, and you see that exact moment of, oh, you're responsible for this. And it is going to attack the Hypno. Give me but a second here as I wasn't sure if they were going to wake up or not during this. Oh, perfect. It is going to use Feint Attack.
Oh.
As it swings at the Hypno, and it flinches only for the Alola Meowth to look like it's disappearing, and ducks under and basically punches this Hypno in the gut. As that is going to do... Need to grab my dice. That is 17 points of dark damage. It is still up, but it is reeling from the hit. Eyes bulge out, and then it kind of stands back up. Let's see if the other one wakes up. It's not a high bar. And yet it stays asleep as it continues to curl into itself. And the orange, the one that is awake, looks at it and just shakes its head. Kraticus, it is your turn, followed up by Thor.
Just because I do think this is hilarious, and I did read the ability. It is specifically target allies. Next attack is going to be dealing an extra d20 damage. So I turn the camera away from Odin so they don't have to see this. But Airden, you got this. You're doing wonderful. And I give him a helping hand
Oh
of a
God.
d20. 19 extra
Oh
damage.
my god!
I will not fail you.
I want you to just deck this guy.
Oh, what's that? Peter's in the chat. Oh no.
Oh my
So-
god!
From there, yeah, I'm also gonna give Delibird the command to drop the other drowsy.
Okay.
So
Somewhere,
he's gonna-
somewhere in the distance,
eventually
Team
move.
Rocket's so proud of him.
All right. It's Thor's turn.
Okay, who?
You have a drowsy, or sorry, you have a Hypno that looks like it wanted to go after the sleeping Meowth and was trying to escape, but that's not going well. And oh boy, oh, that's really not going to go well now. Oh no.
This Hypno, they're worse than the Drowsy. Where is it? Where is it?
My favorite thing. Oh my god.
Oh, 21 accuracy and 10 electric damage.
Bumped up to 14, and it does burn. Oh, this poor Hypno. This Hypno. Also, my favorite thing is that I believe Ember Shock has a range of 10 feet, and you always make your I mean, hey, if Thor likes it up close and personal, so be it. Who am I to complain?
He's barrel stuffing.
I assume that's it for.
Thor's a shotgun enthusiast.
I mean, have you seen the damage Thor does? And effortlessly too. Thor's not even like paying it, like really caring right now. It's just there for the battle.
Yeah, they really just ignored the actual threat in the room, which is super funny.
I assume that's it for Thor then.
Or do I have to roll the burn?
You'll roll the burn when it's the Hypno's turn.
Oh yeah.
For now, it gets to live. In which case, I assume that's it. And, it is Blue Drowsy's turn. It's done. No, it's done. It's done. It's not doing this. It's running away. Wait, can he even leave? No. It was here. 10, 15, 20. It's in the foliage. It's trying to leave. It is not off the field yet. It's not doing this anymore. It's sweating. It is scared. Its boss is getting absolutely just JoJo beat down
And
right
the
now.
humans are fighting back now.
The human, yeah, the human just punched another drowsy. It's done. It's out of here. Other drowsy's turn, as it's also not feeling super happy being caught between two things that are punching it. One of them a Pokemon, one of them a human. It is though, however, going to try and hit the human back. Let's see. It's going to use Pound. Does a 7 hit your defense, Odin?
Wait, you said it's D which one?
Your defense? I believe it should.
Be all the way at the top.
18.
Oh.
No. What is your defense stat?
Oh, 2. Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, so that definitely hits. That's 7 points of normal damage to you. You're still up. I know that much, but
I believe that's the first human damage we've done this year.
yeah.
Yes, it is.
This
I
fight.
need help, guys! I need help!
This fight marks the first time that a human has punched a Pokemon and a Pokemon has punched a human. Congratulations on being Ash Ketchum. You too punched a Psychic type Pokemon, except it wasn't a legendary.
Or to get turned into stone.
That too. So you know what? You're on the good side of history currently. That's the Drowsy's turn though. It's kind of not feeling super comfortable. Giovanni, roll that funny
Hey.
D4. Actually, I think stun. Oh wait, no, it was stun. You don't have to roll the D4.
Oh, okay.
Not paralyzed, bro. Either way, it works out. A stun would have only been one turn anyway.
Okay, well, that works out. That works out really good then. So, Giovanni. I look over at Giovanni and just give him the nod.
Nod.
Give him the boop boop and oh, does a 7 hit?
Does a 7 hit? It does.
So that's 21 points of normal damage.
Yeah, Drowsy's blasting off again. That's
Yeah, so oh, he's looking away, so he just donkey punches, or excuse me, Mudbray punches him.
Thank you for keeping it canonical. Thank you, Team Salmon, for keeping this canonical within the Pokemon world. I'm gonna have to make a Fakeamon Salmon. You know what?
Just use the one from Xenoverse.
Yeah. I mean, I could, but no. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's down. If that wasn't clear.
Bullet does a little dance and then gives Odin a thumbs up.
As Odin has a supercharged fist.
Yeah.
Odin's holding the Falcon Punch right now. That's an excellent question. Would our punches be normal damage?
I assume they're typeless damage.
It means you can hit ghosts with your fist.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna say if you guys attack a Pokemon for whatever reason, for self-defense or whatever, I'm gonna assume it's typeless damage. For now. We'll see if that changes in the future with what you guys might do. But it is Delibird's turn, and there's only one Pokemon left on the field.
I thought Hypno was still up there.
Oh, I guess there's that one. I forgot that one because it's running away.
That one's crippled.
He's running straight in and hitting him with a drill peck.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, now we're just getting cruel.
Goopy Boy went down. It's not okay.
Oh my god. Would you like
So, 28 damage.
So I'm gonna let you know right now. This Pokemon had nearly full health and was getting scared. You then have Delibird run full tilt dive into the air, spin like a torpedo, and drill peck into the back of this Drowsy, who has gone now from nearly full health to hitting the floor. It is down.
Grabs him by the honker there and starts dragging him back. Gilly bird.
Oh my god.
Throws him onto the pile.
This is, as a Pokemon Ranger, I should not be condoning this, but they tried to eat my dreams, so I'm turning a blind eye at the moment.
Yeah, don't report this to the other Rangers.
Guys, remember.
I'm recording live streaming the entire thing.
Luckily, we're going by anime and movie rules from the Pokemon world. This is completely within reason. We've seen people die in the anime.
Oh, look at this! He's got him! He's going to bring him back so that we can torture them!
Dude, you didn't want to torture, but you didn't want to throw litter in the leaves. You just leave them out in the open and let the world get it. It's fine.
God.
Oh my god, that's darker than what I suggested!
Just to throw under the bus phrase of, you don't leave the litter in the leaves. I caught that. I respect it. Anywho. Hey, Odin, roll a d6, please.
Okay.
We're only the messengers. Let Arceus sit them.
He does it again.
2.
He does it again. As the head is spinning, this Hypno is just lolling back and forth, and eventually the bird ignites and it hits the ground. But we're not quite out of initiative. Odin, it is your turn. Now,
Why do I hear boss music?
clarification. You have an awake Alola Meowth and a sleeping one. If you guys really want to, you could end initiative. Otherwise, I will let you guys do whatever you might do on your turn.
Is it? I don't have enough walking space to walk towards the Meowth, right? Or no?
Oh, I think you have 30 feet, so you'd have 6 squares.
Is that enough?
Oh, let me see. We have a ruler. Oh, plenty.
Only because I have the helping hand buff, I want to punch the Meowth.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
what? No! Whoa! Hey, wait a minute! Wait a minute! Can I use my free action to stop him?
I mean, you could say something, I guess.
Oh no, those ones aren't bad. They were getting attacked by the Hypno. Please don't.
You're this way though.
Like,
Save it for next time.
I don't know. Like the Persian Linen has a bad run-ins with Persian. Like Persians hunt Linens. We don't rock with them around here.
Yeah, but no, we don't do that either. They're not the threat. They were being attacked. As a Pokemon
What if they're
Ranger,
being attacked for a good reason?
I'm not even going to entertain that idea. I'm going to pull rank here as a Pokemon Ranger. And that is an act. That's a bit of act of cruelty. Please don't. Just let them be.
If you would actually, Odin, roll insight.
Okay. Where is insight? Here.
This is why we don't attack. They get the taste for blood.
20.
Okay, that was not a nat 20. I just wanted to double check. I didn't think it was. It would have been green. My bad. With a dirty 20 insight, as you're looking at these two Alola and Meowth, they are by far the most I don't care. Like, you're used to some Meowth where they can be a lot more aggressive. Actually, the ones you're used to are way more aggressive now that I think about it with where you're from. You probably... I don't even know if you would know an actual... No, you would know of Persian. But the Meowth that you're used to are incredibly aggressive. These don't look the same as those by any means. They're not the same Galarian Meowth that you're used to. And
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about that.
yep. Well, I mean, you wouldn't know about those. You wouldn't know about those. But nevertheless, yeah, there's something about these, now that you're looking at them, Odin, where the one that's up doesn't even seem to be looking at you. It's trying to clean its paws because it looks disgusted at how dirty they look right now. But you do with that information what you will.
So you guys just want me to leave them alone?
Yes. Granicus, say something.
At this point, he's just like responding to his viewers. He's not even paying attention to what Odin's about to do.
Granicus!
Oh wait, I'm on camera. I love Meowth. Oh my gosh.
God, I'm traveling with psychopaths.
Oh yeah.
Wait, do you touch the
Actually,
sleeping Meowth?
Honestly, we need to defeat these Pokemon, right? We want to defeat them anyways, right? Or we're just gonna leave them alone?
No! Leave them alone. They were being attacked.
You should catch one.
I would never have a Meowth on my team.
That's fair.
Lynn
the
does
decision's
not.
yours.
I can't have two cats. Actually, you guys want to catch
Shoo him
one?
away?
You can pass your turn. You can pass your turn if you'd like.
You could.
I'll waste this helping hand. Sure, I'll pass up my
Alright.
turn.
All right,
I'm
waste
sorry.
19 free damage.
Three of my.
19 though. Oh my god.
You'll have opportunities in the future, I'm sure, based on this psychotic synergy that you guys now have.
Three of
Actually,
my
no,
ulcers. Three
goodbye.
of my
Sorry. Yeah, let's leave them alone.
combined into an ultra ulcer.
I'll listen to the ranger.
Okay.
Uh,
Dion, do you want to do anything?
I will step over here and help the unconscious Meowth wake up, just like lightly.
Pokemon handling.
Yep. See, that's one of my good things. I
You
think.
will
I
wake
hope.
it up. It's just a matter of
How mad it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that great. 21. 21.
God dang. I'll roll for it as it wakes up. You kind of give a little nudge, and kind of, as you avoid the hands of it, as you know they are very particular about how clean they are with those. It wakes up and it looks angry at first, staring at you, turns to the side, sees the Hypno, kicks it, and then stands up, brushing itself off as it stares at you, but it doesn't look angry at you.
Alright. Now, we all need to just back away. Or, I give them like the little, alright, you guys can go about your business.
Okay. I assume that's your turn then?
Yep, and I'll just, because I was here, I moved here, so 1, 2, 3, and I'll go check on, Gavani.
Okay. As we reach our two Alolan Meowths, they stare at each other, and they're gonna kind of stick around in the area right now, but they are ending their turns without doing anything, thus putting you guys, unless Granicus wants to do anything.
I absolutely do. I want to give Odin a lemonade.
Thank you, Granicus.
You heal for 30.
Jesus.
I'm not trusting this ranger anymore.
What?
Actually, no, it was
The
a
bad guy.
My
I
God.
got hurt by some Pokemon, so thank you for the lemonade. I appreciate it.
I then start going in like eyedroppering the only revive I have on Ditto to get him back up.
Okay. Ditto is revived then.
And Delibird's gone.
Fair enough. I can remove Delibird.
Am I the bad one? I'm so.
My goodness.
You're an adult with two just psychopath children.
Oh yeah, you are absolutely both psychopaths. If you weren't if you weren't or characters, I'd arrest you both. Oh my lord, I just double over in pain.
I'm trying to like nail it down. Like, what have we actually done that's super terrible? We've helped you. We've kept you safe. We've fought off all these.
You harassed a professor.
Hurrah!
I mean,
He nearly killed a Pokemon in cold blood with his bare hands.
It was just the One Punch Man moment of just right before the serious punch, just a completely darkened face. You only see just pure white eyes ready as the fist is up, ready to slam this Hypno.
He was about to Omni-Man punch that mark.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, we've got some skills. Team Salmon's not going down easy.
Yeah, nope,
Team
we can defend
Salmon's
ourselves.
is gonna put me down. I'm getting too old for this. I have digestive problems from 2 days with you people.
Do we want to take a break, or
Yeah.
or we'll go for
Probably
otherwise we'll
should.
go for another 30 minutes and then take a break.
I think a break is now.
Yeah,
I think a break now is good.
I'll use the washroom too then.
okay, all right. It's break time. It's break time. Go.
It's mental break time.
Oh my goodness. Hi chat. How are you doing? Hello. Thank you for the raid, Nate. Nefarious. I saw you do that. Hello to the new people. Hello to the lurkers. Hello to any VOD watchers, honestly, at this point as well. Thank you for popping in. Hopefully you are enjoying the show. This, as always, I do like to say is thanks to the support of the channel. No ads ever get run during the live streams of Pokemon Starsigns here because of the memberships and the donations that come in. So thank you very much for being here, and I hope you continue to enjoy and maybe even just relaxed with a good time.
I'm just catching up on all the chat. Nicolas Cage, but as a Delibird.
Oh my gosh. Also, thank you guys for joining the Discord. I did see that. What game is this?
One of my friends just asked me if Dion and Odin are siblings.
Vanny, what game is this? So if you haven't watched any of the previous episodes, which is okay, there is an entire playlist available. This is technically the 4th episode. We had a pilot, and this is episode 3. So this is Pokemon Ultra, like Pokemon Sun and Moon. It should be 10 years. 10 years after the end events of the game. So there's been a lot of things that have been revealed. I won't spoil them because everyone should definitely make sure to watch the other episodes to learn who the new Elite Four are, who the champion is, amongst other very special characters and Pokemon that may or may not have appeared already. This is peak, I fear. Good. I'm happy to see people are enjoying. This show, like I said, it's not possible without the support of peeps. It's not funded necessarily, but it is supported by all means by people being here and supporting the channel. And honestly, the 4 of us ran the pilot, and it was just a great time. Such a great time, we could not resist doing more.
If you haven't heard our just constant laughing, we're having a blast. This is just ridiculous.
And I will say, I think it's, obviously I have a soft place for Pokemon, who would have guessed, but I think this is nice as well, because whereas in D&D, you always have the risk of death, and I know that raises the stakes, I think the stakes in this are different. And you don't have to worry.
Our mental health.
Mental health, or even just like, oh, maybe you don't complete your quest. You can fail quests and not lose your character. Like, your character won't die, but you'll have to live with consequences. The stakes are medium rare. I'm just thinking of the meme of rare, medium rare, well done, congratulations. Just completely burns Jake. Just a charcoal puck. Congratulations.
Inside of my stomach looks like a ghoul from D&D.
Smooth skin.
A Fallout ghoul, yeah. Also, a friend who's listening in just pointed out that me and Odin have the same name with 2 letters swapped around.
Oh my gosh. Also, hello to Bacons' friend. Thank you for tuning in. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Once everyone's back, we'll keep going. Ooh. I realized because I haven't streamed all week. This is a great time. So good news. If you guys want to see a Nuzlocke that takes place in Alola, actually at tomorrow, the Pokemon Ultra Moon Nuzlocke marathon that I did does release. 40 plus hours cut down to 4 hours of all the highs and lows and craziness of that marathon. That was super fun. In addition to the April Fool's video it's ready. You can't see it. Not even members can see it. I talked to my members, and the members of the channel said, yeah, wait until April Fool's. Not even the members should be allowed to see it. And I said, okay, y'all, I like the way you think. So there's totally not an April Fool's video. Totally not. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm so sorry. This is a 100% serious channel. All this laughter is purely fake. Without a doubt. So
It
don't
keeps telling me to laugh and be in pain.
If you don't laugh, I will make sure that I put less food into the pit. Do not test me. Do not test me. I will get the watering hose. And every time you don't laugh, I fill up the pit just a little bit more.
It's mostly my tears at this point.
So after each session, now we're gonna take shots of Dion's tears.
Do you have the Munchlax, or do you need me to send that to you, sir?
I got the Pokédex up. I'll
Perfect.
find it.
I just remembered I have a Hypno now.
Yeah, you do.
I might be putting him in the I might put him in the box.
I think at this point, with him having streamed that, I send out a survey to all of my fans, asking them what kind of an outfit should we be seeking out for this Munchlax. The current vote options would be like the Scottish kilt style with the crossbody, whatever those are called. Just a cape, like nothing else, just a really fancy cape. Or if you remember in Phineas and Ferb, they had the Max Modem in the mainframes, that like 80s synth. Those are the 3 options they can vote from. And I'll let this chat actually vote for which one they prefer, but that's what Kraticus is doing.
You know what? Hold on. Hold on. I got this. Hold on.
Are you actually putting it into an actual vote?
I could. I could. Scottish
That's
kilt.
awesome.
It was the Scottish kilt. It was the 80s synthwave. And then what was the other one?
Just a really fancy billowing cloak, like one that you would see billowing in the wind as they're hiding from the, like a vigilante hiding in the law.
You know what? Why not? Here you go, chat. Vote to your heart's content, and then make fan arts. I shouldn't say that because I shouldn't tell people to make art, but
They 100% will.
And just a small spoiler for those that were not in the last one, our shiny spinneret friend has the Homestar
It's
Runners
not-
Strong Bad wrestling mask is the winner to that one.
It's not even shiny! It's not even a spinnerack! It's a Ladybug! Actually, do you want to look at your notes for that? There's something, I think there's something special in the notes for your Ladybug, by the way.
Wait, when did it evolve?
Hmm?
Wait, no,
There's
Ladybug's
moves.
not the spinner. Oh my gosh.
I did see that. Yes, thank you.
Okay, okay.
It speaks to the whole thing. It's like it's not normal.
Yep.
There's no way a Ladybug has got anything over a shiny spinneret.
Let's see here. We'll let people keep voting. But more of y'all need to vote unless you're falling asleep right now or are asleep, in which case, hi.
I'm
Also,
assuming everybody's sleeping.
there's most people do. Most people just like lay back and just let this go on the T. I have noticed a lot of people watch my content. I think a fifth of the people who watch my content watch it on TVs.
That's the best device for people to watch it on.
Honestly, though, because
Like,
it means they're laying down in bed.
Statistically,
Oh.
there's actually an advantage of it.
Oh, huh?
So,
Sorry, I'm
by the
supposed to
way, go. Sorry.
No, I'm sure it's fine. You go.
Krill.
Yeah.
Those Hypno, by the way, should have also had the 3 moves that Drowsy had.
Wait. Say that again?
Each Pokemon Pokédex entry lists of 3 moves, also known as attacks. When that Pokemon knows, a Pokemon can have up to 6 moves on a player's Pokemon sheet. When a Pokemon evolves, they often learn 3 new moves, and so will sometimes need to replace previous moves. Make sure to never go over 6 moves total. A Pokemon could inherit moves from a parent at birth, be tutored to learn moves from a trainer. A Techno Machine could have been used on the Pokemon, blah, 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 blah.
Oh my gosh. So okay. Well, my people don't realize it at this point. This is a learning curve for all of us, and even me as the DM, because I don't have all the time in the world to read everything from the books. So but wow. Okay, 6 moves.
Yeah, so my Hypno technically knows Pound, Hypnosis, Confusion, Zen Headbutt, Regular Headbutt, and Disable. Maybe I will keep this Hypno.
Wow,
That means that Goler keeps Mega Punch and Shadow Punch when he evolves. Yeah!
oh my.
Yes!
Nice. That was a good burp. That was a good burp.
So during this whole time, like, are we just like chilling out, taking a break?
I assume we are. I mean, we could get back into the game since everyone's back, if we're ready.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. In which case, right back in. Males aren't leaving. They're straight up grooming themselves at this point. They're slightly moving away because they don't want to be next to the Hypno, but they're also not afraid of the Hypno, by any means.
Shouldn't they have not been affected by Hypnosis? They're dark types. Would they even have been affected by Hypnosis?
You don't even know if they were actually even put under hypnosis.
Oh my gosh, they found them actually. They were just catnapping.
See you later, chat. Thank you for being here. We're going to get back into the game. Sorry for not saying it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, yep. Yeah, congratulations. You put 2 and 2 together. That's why there was also a Munchlax there. Although you might suspect the Munchlax might have been put under hypnosis, actually.
Yeah, they were just bringing it to the pile at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like Munchlax wouldn't even care if like a Drowsy or a Hypno is like eating his dreams. I don't,
He,
I don't
he
feel like
can't
you
eat
care.
dreams, so it's not like it would be losing anything.
I'll move you guys to the I'll move you guys to the OG screen. Those Meowth aren't gonna attack you, but you guys can do as you wish.
So guys, this is my first time getting punched by a Pokemon like this.
Yeah, we tried to avoid that as much as we can.
It was kind of like a thrilling feeling. Like I
Have
can
you-
fight back too. Like I'm not just useless.
I'm gonna look at him and like, have you seen a therapist before?
No, never mind. I'm just joking around. So, what do you guys
Don't
want to
let
do?
me poke you
God,
down,
you're
my
so
friend.
bad at-
You
you're
were
so
very
bad at-
brave in that moment.
Thank you. It's an act of bravery. That's what I was thinking.
I'm not saying it's the best choice of moves, but you were incredibly brave for doing it.
Ah, yes, and
Oh,
attacking
yeah.
a sleeping Pokemon was also a very brave move.
I didn't attack them
After a talking down,
because I listen. I'm reasonable. You know, I'm stern but reasonable.
Leighton stares
take a
at you.
swig of.
Leighton straight up stares at you.
Baneri is staring at him. I am. Kabani is staring at him.
You have an
I
audience.
am swigging some Pepta.
I assume you guys set off and leave the Meowth alone to continue on your way to the Mantine surfing area.
Yes, please.
Yep.
Okay.
I will remember to avoid shortcuts in the future.
Well, this wasn't a
We're in a shortcut.
It wasn't a shortcut. Your Pokemon heard something and you guys followed them into this area.
Fair enough.
So don't worry. But no, you guys backtrack your way through, push through the brush, and end up back onto the proper path, and continue on your way. As you do so, and you're going through Route 2, everyone can roll me a perception check.
Karaticus gets a 9.
Okay.
Jeez.
I got an 8.
I got 6.
We're still getting yelling at each other about our performance in there.
Yeah, you guys don't quite notice it as you continue on your way through the routes. Don't worry about it. But while going through and walking, it's otherwise very peaceful. It's still a nice warm day with a cool breeze, the sun shining overhead, and the smell of salt on the air starts to get a little bit stronger, and you begin to hear some of the rolling waves as you guys are getting close to where, or rather reaching, oh my goodness, if I can hit the right area, the wonderful area where the Mantine surf area is. And I just realized, because you might not be aware, I'll get the Mantine in a second. But as you look over, you are standing on kind of like not a full-on bluff, but you're still standing on this raised area, grass at your feet, and with a small path leading down to an open beach. You do see stands and people kind of moving about. Some of them are just enjoying the waves. Some of them sitting on the actual sand itself, just enjoying a normal day at the beach. But as you look at the stands, you're seeing people who are passing or taking tickets. And you follow the gaze over as people are moving their way. Or, my goodness gracious. Your gaze follows over through these people, and you see them getting onto... Let me grab the Pokemon for y'all, because I actually did not prep them here. I apologize. Da, 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 da,
But
da.
then,
Mantine. Mantine, you're not Generation 1. I'm sorry. Why did I think you were Generation 1? I'm a terrible human being.
you know, you're a bad Pokemon professor. There's a difference.
You're right. You're right. You see this Pokemon. Da 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 da. Bingo.
I love them. They're
Not the
so
little one
precious.
underneath, but the big one.
The big one is also still precious.
But yes, you basically see.
Oh, it's like an airplane.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I don't think. You know what? Just because you said that, roll a knowledge nature, Karaticus.
Nature.
I don't think
That's
these
not
are
nature.
native in Galar at all, so these are completely new to you.
I'm not from Galar.
Not you, Odin.
Oh,
I got a 3 for my nature check, and that one.
Well, that's definitely a plane, like you said.
Like it's got to be a flying type.
I mean,
This place is actually incredible. I've never seen Pokemon like this. Does that take off in the air, or what is the purpose of this thing?
Actually, they're native here, so I do know about them. Correct?
yes, you would know.
Kinda, yeah.
Sort of incredible.
And you guys are
it's a flying fish.
Yeah, it's not a
Yes.
fish. It's like it's got like wings, like wide span.
But it is.
Oh.
It's in the water.
What plane? You don't board a plane in air. Jesus, come on.
Oh, I think you may be confused a bit here. They're water Pokemon that take off from the water.
It didn't make any sense. Why does it have wings then?
It's. I don't. It's,
You're starting to realize how little Karaticus actually knows about really anything for Pokemon.
Also, yeah. By the way, Karaticus would not know about Mantine. You can only get the Mantine in Gen 3 from Leaf Green or Coliseum.
Oh my gosh! So yeah, he really. Okay, never mind. I could have sworn I've seen Mantine in the waters
I'm
of.
looking. No, it says Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald are all trade from Leaf Green or Coliseum.
Oh wow. Then how did? Okay, weird. All right.
Speaking of, would I even know what a Munchlax is?
No.
Probably not, actually. Yeah.
Because Snorlax is also not native to Hoenn.
Oh yeah.
I've caught a shiny Spitterack. I have this.
It's
called
not
a Saiyan.
shiny, and it's not a Spitterack. Also, I was wrong. Now that I'm looking at Mantine's page, it is in Galar. I apologize.
I'm still not
So-
from Galar.
He knows what it is, but Karaticus doesn't. Very fun. Also, I'm pretty sure Spinnerack and Ladybar are also not native to Ruby and Sapphire.
I don't think so. How is?
It's weird how few Pokemon there are in Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. There's a reason that Karaticus has no idea what he's talking about.
Okay, so this is important. Heels. Which version of the game are you from? Are you from Ruby, Sapphire, or
Oh,
Emerald?
you just asked the wrong. Do you think he?
No, just
Wait, are
pick.
you asking like is
just
my
pick-
character or which one have I played?
No, just pick one. Are you? Is your character from Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald?
Yes, I am.
Emerald,
I'm glad
Emerald,
you asked.
Emerald, Emerald.
Just pick one. It doesn't matter. It's just for funsies.
You're basically asking him if he's from an alternate universe.
I know.
Okay.
I think emeralds are green, right?
Yeah.
Then we're gonna go ruby.
Okay. Then he does not know what a ladybug is. Ladybug's only an emerald.
Oh my god, I can't believe this.
Oh, okay, so he's
Anywho, wrangle up.
What? No, if it's in, it doesn't. If it's in universe, then it would have all the Hoenn Pokemon. That only applies to the game. Like,
I know this is just for fun, but it's not actually.
No.
Okay, boys, I'm gonna wrangle the three of y'all here. As while you are looking out over the water and you watch these people after your comments about them looking like planes, you watch as somebody does actually get on top of one of these Mantine, which these Mantine do have gear on them where it looks like you're able to like grab these handlebars that are coming off of their back, which they seem perfectly comfortable with. They don't seem to be irritated. They don't seem to be restrained by anything. They just have like this saddle with handlebars on top of it, and the person is given a helmet and safety gear as this Mantine is then ridden out to the water with the waves, and you start to see this person, while still on the Mantine, do tricks in the air with the Mantine spinning with them.
I mean, that doesn't look safe at all.
Do we have stuff like this at Galar? No, not really.
I wouldn't know the answer. I'm just kind of smiling because I know how fun this is.
Your days back at Team Skull thinking about when people would try to still do your dance moves while on the Mantine.
Yeah, and they kept kicking us off, and this one annoying guy, Krillic,
Shut up!
came in that one time, didn't say a word, and kicked us off the side.
Shut up! Stop roping me back into this!
That Team Skull Grenade drowsy, dude.
It did.
It
It did.
Funny.
Oh my goodness gracious. You're just gonna keep roping me back in every single time, aren't you?
Every single time.
My lord. Any...
While we're hanging around watching this, is there like, you said we're on like a beach long shore? Is there shops, vendors, foodstuffs that I can resupply all the materials I just used?
There's small shops here, but not like a full-on food store or anything.
Wait, isn't
there,
the
like, a food vendor?
Oh
Yeah,
no,
small
but the
foods.
move tutor's here.
You are assuming things.
The move tutor used to be here.
Basically, if there's some form of a food vendor, I'll order like 100 meals, give 20 of them to Munchlax, and give
More.
just people on the beach like 80 more. Just hand out meals.
Roll to your Munchlax.
Oh,
That's not even a snack for him.
I hate the fact
I'm
that he
learning.
can so casually do this because he's such a rich boy. I hate. You approaching the counter in such confidence. Do you just slam down the money?
No, it'd be like, pardon me, sir. How much is the food here? Like, what's your common dish? Like, how much does that cost?
Like, it depends on what you're thinking of. We usually just kind of sell some really light stuff, maybe some chips, some cold cuts, all, you know.
Oh no, that's terrible. I'm sorry. I'll find a better place. I go to the next one.
No, this one sounds good.
Oh, there's
I mean, it's
little
not a meal.
cucumbers in them, bro.
No, that just sounds awful. Fine, if
It
that's
sounds
what you
like
have
an
available,
adventure.
put something together, and I need 100 of them.
That's a little. Wait, hold on. I can't tell if you're like supposed to be older or if you're. I want to call you little bro, but I couldn't. Like, I just can't figure out where you are on the meter, dude.
It's okay. I just don't worry about that. Just 100 meals, please. And if it takes a half hour or whatever, that's fine. Just I need 100 meals, and we'll make it work from there. And I'm starting to kind of like back up and get grossed out.
Do you present the money at that point then, as he's just like,
Oh yeah, if he can agree to 100 meals, I'll do it.
I mean, I guess I can't complain when you have the cashish right there. Sure. We got a big order. Who is this being made out to?
Dubois, Creticus Dubois. Thank you.
No, thank you. Enjoy the surfing. If you'd like, just let me know if you want to go across. We're gonna go make that food now. Yeah, come on.
And he just starts walking
Yeah,
away.
please stop wasting my time.
Jesus.
I'm
Just-
such an ass.
Again, he's adorable.
God. All right. Well, they're gonna take some time to make your food. You guys have time to just kind of sit at the beach. You guys actually do. So you have Mantine surfing, which your tickets are essentially, you basically have golden tickets. I'm not even joking. They're tickets that can be used indefinitely, rather than taking like a small boat or whatever to the next island, to Akala Island. You can in fact just take the Mantine back and forth. In addition, you are able to just enjoy the water. You can fish, or I don't know, if you guys want to fast forward, we can fast forward to after the food.
I'm going to check and see if they're selling TMs here for that TM me and you talked about.
Hey, you know what? Roll me, because times have changed, but nevertheless, roll me a D100.
All right. Luck roll. This is bringing back some memories of how I DM. That's a critical hit, baby.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh.
That's catching an Ultra Beast right there, buddy.
So, again, for anybody who might not know, the closer you are to 1, the better in this game, or at least when it comes to luck rolls. Especially with catching Pokemon. So in this case,
Don't just learn the move.
can you hold on? Can you message me the move one more time?
Yes, I can. Also, I messaged you the names for my 2 new Pokemon, and so
I did see that, and a big approval.
Okay, good. I'll put it here. I'll put it in our little chat.
Okay.
That move.
Got it. As you kind of stand there, actually, yeah, as you kind of stand there, it's a hot day out. Golett is very much, by all means, made out of clay, and clay has a tendency to dry out. So, your solution sometimes when it comes to really hot days will probably more than likely be just spending some time by the water. So, being near the Mantine surf was always just a fun little small thing you could do here and there to just treat yourself and Golett while keeping them cool. And on some occasions, you may have even found yourself doing a little bit of digging here and there, outside of just maybe burying Golett just to keep it super cool.
It's just Golett doing the moves under the sand. You see the sand bumping up around him, but it's just his head. Like, come on, buddy. You have to stand still while you're doing this. You're moving on the sand.
This time, though, is a little different. Because in the past, you may have dug up maybe a ring, maybe just some random garbage, maybe a little bit of driftwood. This time, you do dig up the Fire Punch TM.
That's so funny. That's so good. It's perfect. I don't have to pay anything. I ain't using money.
If it wasn't a 1, there was 0% chance that I would give it to you for free like that. But you know what? Here we are.
I'm like,
Congratulations!
I'm like, what is this? Like, what the? Like, dust it off. Like, I think I found a TM. I did find a TM.
Golett stares at you, just kind of like doing the little grabby hands.
Yeah. I click his forehead, the DVD player tray comes out of his mouth. Let's set it in there, close it again.
It's, you see the eyes go from like yellow, and then from the bottom up it's like they're loading blue until they hit the top. They flash a couple times and it's downloaded.
All right. I click top of his head again, get the disc out, clean it off, and put it in my bag.
Actually, along these same lines, Odin, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
See if you notice the DVD player.
Oh no, not that. Trust me.
19.
Oh, you absolutely notice it. One of your Pokeballs are shaking.
Oh.
Oh god, it's going to explode.
It's not ticking.
What does that normally mean about what they're shaking?
Could be a number of different things. Usually nothing dangerous. You know that at least.
Okay. Oh, like they want to come out of their Pokeball?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, whatever Pokemon it is, I open their Pokeball.
You see that it is, you do see that it is your Togepi, and as you let them out of the ball, they land onto the sand. And at first, they kind of look around really fast, ever so slightly. I'm gonna also get rid of this Mantine here. Ever so slightly overwhelmed by everything, by the amount of people moving. Not that there's huge crowds, but it's not been around groups of people whatsoever yet. But once it calms down and assesses everything around it, the Togepi actually starts to, as best a Togepi can, lay down. The problem with the Togepi laying down is it will close like it's the top of its head, so it looks more like an egg, and it starts to roll around.
Has anyone have Togepi experience for? Is this normal?
Is that normal?
I'm not going to lie, my friend. I don't know anything about Togepi.
Or Pokemon in general.
I just look at my Togepi. I just let it do whatever it continues doing what it wants to do.
Can I do a nature Pokemon handling?
Yeah, nature check if you'd like.
All right.
You could do, you know what? Yeah, it'd be nature check.
It'd be the same roll either way. So.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a shot as well.
Yeah, anyone who wants to. All three of you can.
21. 21.
Maybe I do know.
I look at Karaticus. Karaticus looks at me. We both nod at each other, and we say,
Sorry, I wasn't sure if, actually, it makes sense that Odin wouldn't roll right now. No, it seems fine. Actually, the more that you look at Togepi and the more you guys think about it, think about when animals are new, or any other, not animal, yeah, any Pokemon are new, to new environments. Either A, they are going to shy away, or B, they're going to get very excited, and they're going to go whole hog into it. Think like a dog that has a thick coat, and they just got let out into the snow for the first time, so they start bounding and jumping into the snow, rolling around everything. That's essentially what's happening with Togepi here. Whatever, like, internal processes or biological thing going on with it, it likes the warmth. It likes the sun and the sand, and now you have learned, especially you, Odin, now, once they tell you, I suppose, that this Togepi loves warmth, which is luckily perfect that it is an Alola. And it particularly does not mind getting dirty.
No. Okay, guys, Togepi was just having fun. Just having a good time out of its Pokeball. You know, maybe I've been giving Thor too much attention.
I would say I'll let Guz out of my hat or out of my head.
As you let goes off, they actually
He's gonna get into shenanigans.
they they burrow a little bit, but the little pokey spike is still out, unfortunately. And you could just barely see that since it's not burrowing itself entirely through, you can still see its eyes just barely peeking over the sand.
Note to self: Guz may be a predator.
Luckily you know that you've gone to these beaches enough that both Guz and Gavani are both fans of the beach.
Yeah. Gavani's still just buried in the sand, just sitting there like, this is my life now.
the waves get a little close once or
Oh,
twice.
how's Baneri? Actually, new name. It's I've named the Baneri Lusa or Lusamine.
The Baneri, you could roll you could roll insight this time.
Insight. I'm not very good at insight. That's a 9.
You can't tell anything particular, but the most surface level is that it does look a little bit more nervous or skittish, but that's nothing too crazy for Baneri for that matter.
Yeah. I'll just, I'll lean down and, like, pat its back and be like, it's alright.
It ever so slightly rolls up the ear, but then doesn't hit you. Actually,
I give a thumbs up. Thank you.
actually,
Thank you for not hitting me.
it looks at you, then it rolls up the ears, and then it kind of looks down at the sand. And you watch as your Baneri kind of uses its ears into the sand to bounce into the air by punching into the ground. But unfortunately, because of it being sand, it doesn't bounce very high, and it seems slightly confused, but keeps doing it anyway.
I'm sure that won't cause any problems.
In the background, Munchlax is like nonchalantly taking people's picnic baskets and eating them, and
A whole basket.
yeah, no, absolutely.
Oh,
Doesn't even take the food out, just eats the basket, walks to the next one, grabs like the cup and all, and just starts like grazing. And then we get Ladiba out there and just enjoying.
Ah! You broke him. He said it.
I'm aware. I'm saying it for clarity. I still will in-game call it my shiny Spinneret until I am proven otherwise.
Actually, now that you let your Lediba out, gosh, this is just Pokemon chill time, which is great. You guys need that. But Dion and Odin, has Odin seen a Lediba?
I'll specify those as well.
I
Delibird is
was
the
not
other one I'm
watching.
not letting out, or is not coming out.
Let's see. Is Ladybug native to Galar? Hold on. I'll check. I have Sarah B up right now.
Thank you. This is the fun part about doing this. It's like, what's native to where? Especially because you guys were allowed to be people from around the world. I will.
Ladybug.
We'll give it a.
Ladybug. Let's see.
second.
He's from Gen 8. No, that's Gen.
I would like to imagine Munchlax just exactly as you said.
No, they were not in. They were not in Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet. The only thing they've been in Gen 8 is Diamond, Shining Diamond, and Brilliant Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond. So
Now that I think
Munchlax?
about it, That
No, Ladybug.
that makes perfect sense because Galar is supposed to have pollution problems, and ladybugs are sensitive to that stuff. Or they are a more sensitive species in general.
Actually, even more so than that, Ladybug's not in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Only Ladian is. You have to breed Ladian to get a Ladybug.
That's wild. That's actually...
Yeah, while I'm waiting for my food to cook, I'm looking for. I let Munchlax wander the beach eating, and I look for their new outfits. And it looks like the 80s synth is winning. So we're gonna look for some of that.
All right, we'll let it be the 80s synth then. Okay. In that case, though, as the Ladybug is out, Dion, you'd be the only one to actually notice this in that case. That Ladybug, whereas they usually have a circle, like circles on their back, it actually has stars on its back.
That is definitely unique.
I know, I've never seen a shiny Spinnerhead before. Yours had sort of a green pattern on it. This one's red and has these stars.
I'm just not. You know what? Dion has decided he needs to pick his battles. This one's not worth fighting. I'm just gonna bite my tongue on this one.
You're just gonna die inside every time it happens.
Every time it happens, but I'm not gonna get an ulcer from it. Not gonna let this one make an ulcer. Yes, that is. I'll just go. Yes, that is quite weird. Fascinating.
I've just never seen one with stars before. Like it's sort of unique.
It is.
Which also, and I found this wonderful mask that I could put on him.
That's just your contest origins are showing.
No, you have to make them absolutely fabulous. And then with this mask, you actually put these little gloves on them, and they look super cool.
All right, so I know I can't be the only one that just imagine him putting a bunch of little gloves on a ladybug and just like wiggling its feet trying to get them off.
I'm thinking of Mickey Mouse gloves. 1,000%.
Just itty bitty little boxing gloves.
Oh no! If it gets Mickey Mouse gloves and then it starts walking on its fingers, I am burning this ladybug.
I was thinking boxing gloves, but that works too.
Oh,
Just each one like a little spider, just starts walking around on fingers. No, hate that. Hate that image.
But again, it's not, according to you, it's not a spider. It's a ladybug.
I know, but like you're mindfully willing it into being a spider, so it's just gonna start acting like it against my will, against my sanity. I'm embracing insanity at this point.
That's the
to
only way to
protect
survive.
my mind.
Eventually, though,
Yeah.
as you guys get to...
Oh, I guess I should let the Hypno out as well.
Oh, you hit the Hypno out?
Yeah.
Oh, that creepy Pokemon. Oh, wait, is that the one I punched that you caught? No, you caught one before. Actually.
I caught one. We didn't touch the one I got. Or no, Golett punched it in the stomach.
I was saying, that one's been injured. That one might not have the most loyalty right now.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna get like a plate of food for it, and I'm gonna let it out and get its, try to give it some food to kind of befriend it right now.
Okay. I'm going to...
I'll kind of do it away from the group a little bit, just so it doesn't.
Okay.
Friendly reminder, Krill, just the luxury ball does give me a boost to more rapidly gain friendship bonuses with the Pokemon caught by them, so that would apply to both of mine.
I will keep that in mind. That is actually important.
Thank you.
You get your Ditto return and it'll be fine.
You let out the Hypno, and as you do so, let me make a roll for it. So actually, let me use the other dice because it'd be more fitting. Oh. Okay. You let the Hypno out, and the second you do...
It punches me in the head.
I did roll a nat 1. It doesn't punch you in the head, but it definitely starts to freak out. For
like, oh, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
roll your
Food?
Pokemon handling. You don't have advantage even though you have food because of this nat 1, unfortunately.
That would be an 8.
Wow.
Not doing good today.
Heaven or hell, let's rock. I just rolled a nat
Yeah.
20.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I
I
just...
touched his pixels.
No, this is a fine thing. This is a fine thing. Because that was a nat 20 on reverse for the insight. So, as you kind of hold the food out for it, it stops panicking as much, but it also doesn't take the food. It just kind of squints at you, looks you up and down, and it's still fairly injured by all means.
Yeah. I'll just set the food down and I'll sit down because I know that Guz and Gavani will kind of handle themselves, and Gavani is good about watching Pokemon that are under the Ranger capture. That's just kind of like always been his little deal. So I'll just kind of sit. I'll take a few steps back and sit down like in front of it, kind of like showing that I'm, hey, I'm not a threat.
It lowers the pendulum, and I'm gonna assume that this is potentially one of the plates that were one of the 100 plates that were ordered by Karaticus here, unless Karaticus says otherwise.
Did
Oh
you
no,
mind
we're,
if I-
we're delivering them all over the beach.
Yeah.
Ditto's in his fancy suit. He's got the towel over his arm, full butler style, or maitre d'.
Okay. It would have otherwise been just like, I don't know, like maybe $6 Pokédollars then from you, Dion.
Yeah.
Pokebucks.
I have a lot of money. I just don't like to use it.
Yeah. You like to. I'm gonna say this.
I'm broke.
I wasn't ready
Does
for that
Odin want
thunder.
something?
Wasn't ready for
Do you guys handle all the finances?
Didn't they give you all the prize money from the tournament?
We gave him everything from it. He got 3 items. He got everything.
You guys didn't notice it, but like we kind of spent it all on cool shoes and hats for like my Pokemon.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry,
Whatever.
Thunder. That just left field. I'm broke. It just killed me. I was gonna say, I might relate to Dion way more than I thought. I was made fun of because we were just talking about how I used to, by all means, when I would have like no money or I'd want to say like save up money, how I was told by my significant other, yeah, I'm pretty sure that you'd live off of peanut butter and jelly for a month straight if you wanted to save money. Well, I want to eat peanut butter and jelly. I just buy some meat and maybe potatoes. And she goes, exactly. It's the same thing in the end. I go, yeah. So I relate to Dion a lot more than I expected.
I'm actually just playing Krill as.
I'm terrible. Is there a thunderstorm happening outside?
It's supposed to rain in my area at least pretty much all day or all night into tomorrow and into Sunday.
It is absolutely thunderstorming. Sorry. There was a flash earlier, and there was a flash just now. Anywho, back into Pokemon World.
It's now on the beach, thunderstorming.
On the beach.
We're all blinded, but we're all blinded by a flash. Ah.
Thunderous has appeared. Anywho, no.
Oh.
Hypno slowly takes the sandwich and does eat it. It doesn't seem the most satisfied with it, but it's sustenance.
I'll like I know it's not dreams, but it's what we have for the moment.
It slowly nods at you. It seems to slowly be coming to an understanding. They are intelligent Pokemon, after all, so.
Yeah.
Ditto would
And plus,
transform into Hypno and help him out.
It actually sweats a little bit looking at the Ditto and watching it transform.
Still in his suit.
it did watch you. It did watch it like headbutt one of its friends.
The Hypno otherwise is just kind of relaxing for the most part. Doesn't seem to be carrying too much. It's not fully relaxing. It's easy to tell.
Right.
But it's just kind of there for the most part. You guys are able to, or at least Kraticus and Ditto, you're able to easily spread around food, share it with people.
Can we get a general vibe check just from like, do people appreciate this, or is it just kind of like weird and awkward?
Very easily. You don't even have to roll an insight. People are already enjoying themselves on the beach, and they can tell that this was food from the stand and wasn't like messed with at all. So people are just happier.
Cool.
We get some music going.
Plenty of.
I do. If anything, I'm promoting Team Salmon as well.
Oh,
Just
God.
like, yeah, we were just actually over. We just won the tournament over there. We beat out the leaders, and now we're just now getting a chance to sort of chill on the island. It's wonderful. Like, we're loving this. Trying to drum up some conversation around that.
You. Just with anybody in general, or.
Just like, I mean, again, we have 80 meals that we're handing out to people. There has to at least be a question like, wait a minute, who are you? What are you doing? Type things. General small talk. It would be to introduce and again, trying to promote, trying to get the name out there, get that kind of stuff.
In which case, mainly because you're promoting and doing small talk more than anything. Roll me.
Yeah, it's not like I'm starting a conversation. Hi, I'm from Team Salmon, and I'm giving you this food because we're awesome. No, it's we're doing this because we're awesome, and because we're part of this. Here's who we are and what we're doing.
Roll me a. Let's go with persuasion or performance of your choice.
I'm gonna go persuasion.
I had a feeling.
Like diplomacy, just general conversation.
Okay, hit it.
So I mean, it's a 12. I rolled really low.
That is fine.
Unless you give me advantage, but.
You won't really need the advantage. These people are already quite happy, and you're giving them food, and as you go through, you actually notice a number of them are people, especially because you're still on the same island, and you're only 2 routes away from that village, or that town, rather. That many of them were, or are at least relatively familiar with you amongst a couple of the other teams that were there, but primarily yourselves and one other team that they're like, it was like, you guys were Salmon, and there was like, I don't know, I can't remember the other team, but they also really crushed it out there.
I have no doubt there are other teams that did really well. We support all of the ones that even tried. Like, anybody should put their efforts out there. And then, like, Munchlax comes up and eats their picnic basket.
No,
God, no, Munchlax, no, sorry, he's new, he's learning, I'm sorry. Rush him off.
As you brush the Munchlax off, it grabs a little bit of sand, even.
Who are you fire punching?
Just I'm setting the move up. I have it set to where actually, if it does roll high enough, it will tell you that it's burnt.
Nice.
You know what? We're gonna come back to that specifically. I'm gonna have some fun with that one. But yeah, no. As you continue through, you hear something. Team Gooseberry, Team Night Berry, Team Nightshade, something along those lines. You hear about another team that ended up placing and completing through the finals just like you did.
No, I'm not specifically worried about them. I'm sure they're wonderful, and I can't wait to meet them in person.
Yeah.
As Golett is sitting under the sand, there is like a moment where the sand seems to have a small explosion. Just a small one. And then there's crystallized sand, now properly formed into basically glass now. Not sharp glass, but glass, as Golett ended up letting off a fire punch while doing some moves.
Well, the TM worked.
It slowly turns to you.
It's alright, buddy. Just, try not to get into the habit of doing that.
It gives you a thumbs up.
Still, like, smoldering.
Yeah, they're not buried anymore. But, was there anything else you guys wanted to do while on the beach? You had your food, able to let your Pokemon out and about, and actually learn a little bit about them for that matter.
Yeah, once Hypno's done eating and, like, I let him sit out for a little bit, but I'll get him back into his Pokeball.
Okay.
I want to spend just more time hanging out with Togepi. It's newer to the team.
Okay.
Cool. Can I do some fishing, too, after they do their things?
Absolutely. So let's do...
Yeah.
So as you kind of sit down with your Togepi, what do you do? Because right now it's just kind of rolling back and forth in the sand a little bit.
It's tuckered itself out. It's adorable.
Is there anything in particular you wanted to do with your Togepi, Odin?
Not just sitting, chilling. Like, is there much I can do with Togepi?
I mean, whatever you'd like, honestly. I mean, you could, like, to give you an idea, Kraticus just spent time giving out food. We've buried a Golett in the sand. If you want, like, let me put it this way. When you guys pay attention and give extra attention to your Pokemon, they do have happiness meters. And evolution is not necessarily tied to leveling up. Evolution is tied to a number of other factors, one of them actually being happiness or, I guess, extreme unhappiness. So
I think I'm gonna play a game with Togepi where I start waving my fingers back and forth, imitating Metrovode. Say, this is the move I want you to learn one day.
Togepi, you know what? I'm gonna roll for Togepi real quick. Togepi
Here, I
kind of
thought
like
you were going to say he's rolling in the sand. You're going to play soccer.
Or it's going to fire a Hyper Beam and cause me a lot of paperwork.
the Togepi kind of bounces back and forth, seemingly following your movements until, actually, eventually it starts to wag its hands back and forth, but it's just smiling at this point, thinking that you're playing with it more than anything.
Maybe one day, Togepi. It's all good. Actually, you know what? I like you just the way you are, Togepi. That's just a move that other Togepis know. But you don't have to learn it.
Oh, did you let Teddy Ursa out, by the way?
I don't know, did you? Oh, did he? I don't know. Does he?
Wait, what happened?
Did you let your Teddy Ursa out as well?
Oh, no. Should I?
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Sure. I send them all out. Yeah.
Teddy Ursa actually seems to, when it touches the sand, does not care for the sand. Instead, it slowly walks over to where there's like a dirt patch, or like more up on the still within eyesight, but walks over to the regular pathing before it touches sand or becomes sand, and starts to, I don't want to call it sunbathing, but basically lays down on its stomach and just lays there, enjoying the sun on a perch of sorts.
It's not a sand fan, but it still likes the sun.
Despite being a bear with the moon on his forehead.
I think that's it for my team.
Okay. Yeah, the Togepi...
I think
Togepi's pretty happy. Like, you have Litten, who seems to be okay with it all. Pretty much, honestly, your Thor seems to just be really happy as long as you're nearby. So it doesn't really care too much about where it goes, as long as you're there. But Togepi seems to freaking love the sand and the sun.
Okay. I keep that in mind.
Dion. You wanted to do some fishing.
yes.
In which case... You are able to go ahead and grab some... Actually, do you fish on the shore, or are you going to try and take a Mantine?
I'm gonna do some shore fishing.
Okay. Okay. Just wanted to be sure before anything. Yeah, you're able to get a fishing lure and everything. They provide them here. It's one of those things where, because it doesn't harm the Pokemon, and there's usually some form of scraps here or there whenever food is made, they just reduce waste by providing it as a free service here.
Ah, nice.
So, yeah, you waltz on over, you kind of reach the, a little bit of a rock outcropping where you're able to bound out, actually, if you would. Feel free to throw an athletics or acrobatics of your choice.
I see what I have. Let me make this big. There we go. Let's see. I have acrobatics and athletics. They are both the same. So with that, I need to stop rolling today. I think I'm done.
That's a 4.
See, we need another combat and you'll crush it.
I go to like to throw the reel backwards, and I just like grab a rock behind me and just break the line.
You struggle. It's you got hit. You didn't get hit by a Pokemon today, but a Pokemon using a move on you nevertheless is still rough, and your body is still shaking off the sleepiness from earlier with the Hypnos and Drowsies. You miss a rock or two, you slip, you get a little wet. It's not the end of the world. At least it's a nice day out. And eventually you do make it to a nice little spot, a nice flat rock that's jutting out of the water, not far from the shore, maybe 10, 15 feet out. Still close enough that even if a large wave were to come in, you'd be perfectly fine. It would break upon the rocks without harming you, and you cast your line. Roll me a d10.
All right, D10 walk. Has an 8.
Oh.
Oh.
As you cast your line, you don't feel anything immediately. And, you wait. Fishing is the greatest way to make sure you don't have to pay for your food if you live on an island, after all. So, you're used to being able to just sit here and bide your time. And eventually you're like, all right, there's really nothing biting. I'm going to try and recast. You start slowly reeling it in. But when you do, you can't. Like, you actually struggle. You're not reeling it in at all, but you never felt anything clamp down or bite or anything along those lines. Roll me a strength check. I guess
Oh,
not.
please stop making me roll.
So
I'm not even good at that today. Just a straight strength
Yep.
or attack.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh, it's 19.
you like pull hard, and as you
Yo,
do,
yo, yo, yo! Ah!
you hear a thunk, or at least you feel it, and your line doesn't snap. Instead, with the way you pull and the bend, you watch as something comes arcing out of the water as it just explodes from the surface, flying through the air as it pulls towards you. And because you did roll, and you rolled a fairly high attack, I won't make you roll again, actually, you catch in your hands a big blue clam pearl.
Oh! Ah! Are those things heavy?
Oh, it's a big boy. I don't know how heavy they are off the top of my head, but it's this one's big. let me just look it up for you. A clam pearl is approximately. Oh my god!
Ah! I just saw it too.
Maybe you're not holding on to it. Maybe you hold on to it and you're kind of shaking a little bit.
Help!
It's like 100 pounds, 52 kilograms for our our Eastern viewers.
I'm like, Giovanni, please, assistance.
Giovanni like runs across, bounding and skipping, and then stands in front of it. It sees that it's a water type, and it looks at you like, "Are you sure about this?"
I'll stand in the front of it so it's behind it.
Okay, and it takes it. It struggles for a second, but otherwise doesn't seem to have too much of a problem.
I'm like, hey guys, look what I caught.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect to see that at the beach.
You look like 50 yards down the beach a little bit, and you see very, very briefly, like, Kraticus is kneeling, like, by the water edge, has his briefcase open with those 3 mystery balls, and Ditto's set up, like, a little mini screen, and you see him, like, releasing those 3 individually, but you never get quite the chance to actually see what they are, and he's just feeding them, trying to get them a chance to get fed, get out of the ball for a second, then puts them back in the briefcase. In there, you're doing great. Good job. I'll be right there. Hold on.
We'll move a little bit into like the waves so we can set it in the water so it's not like on the dry beach.
It's a little bit of both. Like it's both on the dry beach and in the water.
Yeah.
It's right now it's a completely closed, big blue shell.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Yeah.
I was talking Ditto turning into a screen.
Oh, gotcha.
No. This way we're not having to hold a 100-pound clam pearl up.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough one.
Yeah, no, I would not be of help with that. Just set it down.
What do you do?
I guess to just like a little like I would like pet the top of its head, like look at this little guy. You don't get to see these very often.
Roll an animal handling.
A Pokemon handler.
Pokemon handling. Goodness.
What the hell is a salmon? Mystery of light. It's not about the adventure. It's about the salmons you met along the way.
All right. I'm supposed to make Team Salmon merch.
That's a 4.
That's what you
in that
deserve.
one, baby.
That's what you deserve. It
That's
opens
insane.
up ever so slightly and then bites your fingers.
Ah!
But you get your lure back.
Yay.
No actual damage to you. More
Blow
for
it on my
flavor.
fingers and they're like thumping red.
Golan's
Oh,
ready to
Connie.
pick it up and throw it into the water.
Yeah, Kafani, just toss it back in the water.
All right, it was joking at first, but now it's happy to do so. Just reels back, and launches that clam pearl. Skims across the water like a stone.
Good. Now look at him go. Good shot.
Another thumbs up. Maybe a little bit of dancing. Would anybody else like to fish?
I'm chilling.
Using raw fingers at the moment, please.
Wait, are Feebas and Alola?
You don't know what's in this. First off, you don't know. Second off, you don't know what's around here.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna fish. Actually,
Okay.
All right, I'll just I'll
What
toss
did you say,
the.
Phoebus? What's a Phoebus?
You would know what a Phoebus is. Your character should anyway.
I don't. I'm asking like what's a Phoebus?
It's like a Magikarp, but it turns into a pretty snake instead of a mean snake.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Huh, that's a pretty apt way. In which case...
And Mew's not awake, so I can explain it that way. She won't get mad at me.
in which case, was there anything anyone else wanted to do?
No,
I'm
we
good.
fed people. We avoided friends. We got Pokemon exercise. We got the mystery Pokemon out and fed up, and we're back going.
Alright.
Remind me, friends, why are we actually over here? What are we doing?
We're going to the next island.
But there's no, like, how are we getting there? Is there a boat or something? Like, we have these tickets. What are we doing?
I point toward the Mantine.
What do you mean? Like, we're supposed to be, no, where's the boat?
And there's no boat. We're surfing, brother.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to elaborate. What do you mean, we're what? Surfing?
Mantine surfing.
You're sure there's not a boat?
I'm sure there's a boat somewhere, but not one that we have. Plus, this is free. And fun.
I mean, I don't care if there's a cost involved. I don't know
I
that
do.
I'm confident on riding one of whatever this is.
Oh, where's all that gusto and spirits you had? I'm sure you could probably get a good video out of it.
I will not lose my phone on whatever the hell this thing is. No, absolutely not.
I'm trying to say. I'll start going over. I'll be the first one to get on. I'll go over and. Sorry.
You do walk over.
Go ahead.
And in doing so, you're able to go ahead and hand off your ticket, and it's the same dude from before who actually introduces you to some Mantine that are in the area. And he actually shows you, considering that he kind of like side-eyes the fact that you came as a trio.
So the Mantine we currently have right now that could take you right on over. We have Righty over here,
And he shows you the first Mantine.
You know, it takes turns a little harder sometimes, and loves to spin a lot more in the air, especially because of its fin here.
And as this surfer bro who's been manning the stands introduces you to Righty, you see that its right fin is actually completely prosthetic.
Then we have this other one here, and we're not really sure what's going on with it, but it's got a different coloration going on. We haven't seen another one like it, but, you know, it seems to really enjoy being around people, seems to feel a lot safer near the shoreline, because it seems to have been a little skittish when he first saw it, yeah.
And he shows you another Mantine who he calls, it's
This one's name is Bluebelly.
and it literally just has a blue underside, and the top of it is brighter, in comparison to the other normal Mantine. And then the last one he looks at, it's like,
And then that one's Nate.
Oh.
Does he want a battle?
God dang it.
I don't think they want
was
to
a
though.
joke.
I don't think they want to battle. I think they just want to surf, bro.
Uh,
I believe it's. Do you want to battle with them?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't do Pokemon battles, dude. No, that's not.
Are you
my
from
life.
Alola?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is this the Alolan accent?
I don't really know, honestly.
I just kind of look. I look at them and go, and just shrug.
Okay.
I'm from Alola, and I don't sound like that.
Whoa! Watch it, dude.
I wasn't meant as that because that insult didn't mean that it's an insult.
It's fine. It's fine. We get lots of people here. Some people ask questions, some don't. Some like the wave, some don't. I don't know. End of the day, I still get my sandwiches, and I still get to live my life here on the beach. It's great. But, yeah. No, your tickets, seem to all be good. So, you know, you can feel free to pick your Mantine, go surfing, go fishing, take them over to Akala, and don't worry, they'll be able to come right back on their own leisure or be sent back, by other people trying to make their way back. So, don't worry about it. You know, these waters are typically real safe.
I'm not. I was like, I think I'll take Nate.
All right.
I feel like each one of these is flavored specifically for us. There's one with a very unique backstory and a noticeable difference from a normal Pokemon. There's one that's a different color than all the other Pokemon of its species, and then there's one that's very boring and normal.
Can I be 1,000% honest with you?
That was not planned.
That was not planned at all. I literally sat down and said, prosthetic Mantine sounds cool. Shiny Mantine sounds cool.
And then just Mantine.
And then just a stupid human named Mantine sounds great. Peek behind the curtain. But no, go on. Make me sound more planned than I was.
Pretty sure you outed yourself in that. You could have been the clever one.
I could have, but I'll take credit for everything else that I do in this campaign.
DMing 101.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that Righty is the one that sounds the most willing to do sick tricks and scare the crap out of Karaticus makes me feel better as a player. So
It's fortunate Nate.
I'm going to put my duster and my shirt in the other thing, so I'm just in my Team Skull trunks.
All right.
My old Team Skull trunks. I'm gonna put those in my bag so as to not flutter and do all nonsense in the wind. And I'm gonna probably throw my bandana up over my face, just old school Team Skull style.
Ooh. Hitting the oldies here.
Yeah, hitting the big oldies, the nostalgia.
Roll me a Pokemon handling.
Oh boy, I've been doing real good on those. Oh, that's fine.
With, or is that you want to say your rolls out loud?
Yes, I rolled an 11.
Thank you. That's just primarily for the people who like to listen and not watch.
Fair enough.
But with an 11, you walk over. Nate seems to be chill, all in all. Nothing too crazy from any other Mantine, and kind of tips itself so that way you have an easier time stepping aboard. All right. What about our other two friends?
And I'm just gonna like surf like in front of them while I wait for them. Like, come on, guys, the sun's not getting any higher. Wait, what time is it? It might actually be getting higher.
No, it's definitely past the peak.
Well, I don't do Pokemon handling either, right?
Hmm?
You said.
Well, which one would you like to go with? And then we can roll a Pokemon handling.
I thought I was just I thought I was just gonna chill because I didn't want to. have a new Pokemon on my team.
Oh, this
If
isn't
that
Oh,
will lead to that.
this isn't you choosing a new
This is
Pokemon
our
on your team.
transport.
This is your ride to Akala Island, sir.
Oh, wait, the normal one's not taken?
The normal one called Nate is already taken. You have Bluebelly
Oh.
or Righty.
I'll take righty.
All right. You walk over to the Mantine with the prosthetic fit. Roll me a Pokemon handling, please.
14.
As you step aboard, it seems to just kind of let you step on again, kind of turning itself a little bit so that way you can do so. Once you're on board and it knows that you are properly safe, please roll me a defense roll.
He wasn't.
14.
You feel Righty immediately start to move and take off towards the first wave that's kind of coming in. And you clench your hands onto the handlebars. You already have your gear on as they set it onto you guys. Or help you get it set on. But it immediately takes for the first wave that's coming in. And just starts to get you right on the mid of the wave, riding it proper before it teases you a little bit, kind of shaking to the left, wanting to go up the wave more so that way it could potentially do a trick of sorts, but then it comes back in towards the shore and back to where you guys are actually settling in onto your Mantine. In other words, it was just trying to tease you and have fun with you.
Okay. Okay.
That leaves only one left. I assume that Kraticus will be getting onto Bluebelly.
I will, and it's like white knuckle death grip the entire time.
Animal handling, or Pokemon handling, please.
Pokemon handling. Submit 12.
Okay. Once again, it tips itself. You're able to get on, and actually, oh yeah, it.
I'd also say I'd probably I'd keep the vest on, but the suit coat would go in the bag,
Okay.
and probably the shoes too. You don't want to get those wet.
No.
I will also, just because it wasn't clarified, just for everyone's sake, so that way no one has to worry about it. I assume everyone's Pokemon are put into their Pokeballs or adjacent of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't leave anyone at the beach.
that's hard for me to do.
Sometimes Pokemon do have Pokeballs just for their own safety.
Well, it says Baneri doesn't. It's got the rider thing, so it doesn't actually have a Pokeball yet.
Oh. Well,
So Baneri's just gonna have to hold. I got ears wrapped around my
hand you
head.
a free Pokeball just in case.
I'll take it, but I can't use it because it's under the ranger capture. So it's actually I think it's immune from being captured.
it might be.
Oh.
I mean, the Mantine are big. Like, there's a reason why you can ride on them. Adults can.
That's why they're playing.
Yeah, that's why they're planes. I'm assuming it's just like on one of the rails, just got its ears wrapped around the rail, just kind of swinging back and forth a little bit.
Actually, let me roll for Baneri here and see how it's feeling. Yeah, actually, it seems to like being out on the water a little bit more for some reason. But
Maybe you're actually a water type.
But otherwise, you guys are able to take your Mantine, and it's smooth. You're able to enjoy the waters. There's some waves that do come in. Roll perception checks, everybody.
And the Sharpedo attack. That's a 5.
I perceive
Dirty
everything.
20 for Kraticus.
And then what did you get, Odin? Sorry.
2.
Okay. It is very funny. As you guys are Mantine surfing. The waves are coming in, you're smelling the sea salt in the air. The waves are small for the most part today, but every once in a while a big one comes in, and Odin, it makes perfect sense that you would probably have the lowest perception here, simply because of the fact that Righty is absolutely not a Mantine for the first time Mantine riders. It is one that is actively, constantly going after any waves that come near you guys, just so that way it can try and tempt you to make you want to do tricks with it. Do you ever give in at any point?
You said, do I ever what?
Do you ever give in to
Give in?
to Righty wanting to do tricks? Because it looks like it really wants...
Sure. Yeah, we can have some fun with it.
I would like you to roll a performance check then.
I got a 6.
That is okay. You're not used to this. This is so incredibly new to you. You're not used to even being in the waters. That's not something you do too much of in Galar, except for in more controlled like lakes or ponds, but you're in the ocean. This is completely new to you. You only just got onto a ship for the probably, one of the first times in your life, let alone to another, region, and now you're on a Mantine in that same ocean, which you've always been told to be careful of with certain Pokemon that might reside in them, and yet you're safe. And you're nervous, you're trying to enjoy yourself as you do let Righty kind of take control and do some small tricks. It rides you up to the top of the wave, maybe lets you hang in the air for a second with it as it goes out into the air, and as it does so, it glides. It doesn't just go up and then fall crashing down like a meteor. No, you can feel the air. You can see as its arms float outwards, much like a bird, as it glides through the air and then safely and softly lands you back onto the wave, caresses down the arc of it, water splashing and spritzing through the air, making this hot air so much more palpable, so much more nice and peaceful and just pleasant overall. And you're able to enjoy yourself. Meanwhile, as we'll look over at Dion, Nate is a calm one. It's able to just glide on through. It doesn't seem particularly or as drawn to the waves as Righty is, but it moves at a decent pace. And the only reason you're probably having trouble with making sure looking around right now, Dion, is because, one, you're not really concerned with the waters here. Two, you're probably more distracted with your Baneri here, making sure it doesn't fall in the water, because the last thing you need is to find out if a Baneri can actually swim or not.
Yeah, it's not on the need to know.
But luckily, the Baneri seems to be calm and happy. It seems that its ears are unfurled. And I would like you to roll an insight. Or either an insight or... an insight or nature.
What do I have? Let's see. Insight, I have a 1. And nature, I have a 3. So we'll go nature. Submit. That's an 18.
Any creature that is going to have large ears is likely, obviously, hearing a lot more. Which, as you kind of expected with some of the other Pokemon especially, overwhelmed, overstimulated. And now that you're out on the water, there's less sounds, there's less chaos, there's less noise. Meaning that this Baneri is able to not be overstimulated and overwhelmed by the sheer amount of stimuli occurring in the area. And it's calmed down. It's not really having to hang on at all. It's actually just kind of sitting at your feet with its ears a little bit curled around your ankle. Kind of like when a little kid holds your leg when they're a little nervous, or when they're just kind of seeking a little bit of safety in a new experience. But Baniri doesn't seem to be anxious anymore.
That's good. That's nice.
But then finally, Karaticus, you
Yes, sir.
are nervous. You said yourself you are white knuckle holding on to these handlebars to make sure that you do not fall off of Bluebelly here. And Bluebelly, luckily, seems to be taking it easy. You're going a little bit slower than the rest of the group, but you're also not falling behind. Bluebelly seems to be paying attention to you, and you can kind of tell that, even despite being nervous, and you are being extra careful. You're looking around, and it makes sense that you would have the higher perception right now, because you are probably just being overly alert. And
I'm specifically watching for like a Gyarados or something stupid to pop up. Whatever this Phoebus thing is that he just told me about, I'm absolutely assuming we're gonna get killed.
Phoebus. Getting killed by a Phoebus would be bad. We deserve it at that point.
you do, though.
Again, all you told me that it's some fish Pokemon. I don't know.
Oh, did I roll? Okay. You do, though, however, see something in the distance. Kraticus, can you please roll a d10 for me?
Yeah. Just a standard D10, no plus minus anything.
Yep.
You got it. 2.
Okay. Okay. As you look out, you start to see pink fins cresting on top of the water. A group of them, actually. They are bright pink, and they glisten in the sunlight. They're kind of headed your guys' direction.
I would kind of bury my head and no, we're not. Nope, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna make it. It's okay. We're gonna make it.
And as you do that, you hear as a small break of the water right next to you. And you see that pink fin. And it doesn't have any sort of that inner fin where you'd expect it to have frilliness or anything like that to it, where it has like maybe the harder cartilaginous outside or whatever it might be, or the bony outside, and then the softer flag-like inside. No, it just seems to be all one, and then another one, and then another one. But they're not bumping into you or anything like that. And same goes for Dion and Odin, as these fins keep kind of popping up until eventually you, looking closer at them, realize that they are this Pokemon as you look into the clear waters.
Babies. Little baby.
You see
We're
these
gonna make it. It's okay. We're gonna make it.
these light,
I believe so.
vibrant
There's-
pink Pokemon shaped like hearts just kind of fluttering alongside you guys at this point.
It's alright. I'll yell like over the wave. They're harmless. In fact, they're usually around people when they're happy.
No, I don't think so. There's way too many of them for that.
You
Wait,
watch.
isn't there a chance he knows what those are?
Yeah. They're actually.
The-
They're
they're very native to his region.
they very much are. Actually, there's a very very good chance. Kraticus, you could roll a history check actually.
Hang on. 3.
Yeah, you're too nervous to think about it. You're
Yeah,
far
no.
too nervous.
Not real. Not a thing. Not dealing with it.
Eventually,
No, there's far too many of them. We need to focus on getting where we need to go. It's all right. Whatever these plane things are gonna get us there. I hope. No, Ditto, get on standby.
Ditto preps themselves, but kind of stares at these things, and you notice that Ditto does not seem concerned at all.
I do not notice that at all.
What you do probably notice is the fact that you see up ahead of you guys a little bit, 2 of these fish come close to each other. They kind of give each other like a little kiss, and then they stay attached, and then they fly out of the water into the air like a butterfly.
Oh god, now they're flying. No, we'll
they
be
fly
all
away.
right. We need to get there. We need to get wherever the land is. Let's get there. That would be great.
Are we there yet?
No. I mean, we could probably see it in the distance, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. It is not a long.
Yeah, it's right over. It's the island right in front of us. We'll be there shortly.
I'm not even looking up. I'm like just face down into the manta ray.
What now?
Oh,
Whatever it's called. I'm sure it's another salmon issue.
after
Absolutely.
another 15, give or take 5 minutes, of traveling and skating across the surface of this water, you eventually do make your way to the next island, as you are now on Akala Island.
Like scrambling to get off this creature. Get back onto dry land.
I take in like a deep breath. I'm having a great time. Some of my ulcers have healed in the meantime.
It's just ulcer transfers. That's all that it is.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've not been that scared since I
Oh,
first met
easy.
Magikarp.
Does the Aether Foundation have anything to do with this island at all, or is it that foundation?
I mean, you could probably see the building from here.
Oh, there is a building here. Okay, it's good to know.
Hey, Crow, can you ping just where we're at on this island, just so I have a visual?
You guys should be. So let's see. You went from these shores over here, and you should now be. I think you're actually right here, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay. So it's more of a actual established town versus just like on the shores.
Yes. No, you very much go from, because like this is like the main town of where you guys were.
Yeah.
Then you have you were down here pretty much. Actually, I'm thinking the wrong direction. See, this is all flipped. This is all flipped from what I'm used to. I do not remember the islands being this way, but this is how they were canonically, I guess. And I learned that in the last week, and it confused me really badly because I thought I told you guys you went to a different island by accident. Oops. But that was not the case. But yes, you guys should be, because there's even a lighthouse right here. So you guys are on this beach. Oh yeah,
Okay,
no, there's
thank you.
literally Mantine right there. I could literally see the Mantine. So yeah, you literally went from there to there.
Actually, I think it technically we were right here at the in that little beach down there because it's right
Oh.
across from the verdant. It's right across from the cave. We literally had to pass the cave we went into to get there.
You're right. You're right. See, this whole thing is confusing sometimes. Where
Yeah.
I was pinging was where the professor was. Then,
Yeah, that's the professor's cottage right there.
gosh, this whole thing is. They pick a weird place to put some of this stuff. Anywho, not criticizing maps of Pokemon. You guys are able to land. You're tended to. You do have another surfer, not bro, surfer dudette, surfer gal. We're gonna go with surfer gal, who tends to the Mantine, collects your gear, and you're able to dismount. And you guys are now at Heya Heya Beach. You look over, and you see not as many folk gathered around, but still other folk here, still enjoying the sun and the sand. There are mounds that are around here that remained of old sand castles that were laid destitute after a large wave may have come in, while other sand castles await, with said waves occasionally lapping at their walls, just teasing their destruction. You also do watch as, running across the sand, you see, assumedly, a young-ish couple running along the beach, but unfortunately, you also watch as one of them seems to accidentally step on what seems like a weird, like, brownish black rock with red spikes, but instead of it, like, piercing their foot, it seems to squish, and the second that weird rock squishes, you watch a large white hand-like appendage come out and then smack the both of them, and they just go skidding over the sand. They seem uninjured, but dazed as they both begin to stand back up. And in fact...
My friends, be careful there. You don't want to step on this, apparently.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm not trying to take any chances with anything. I don't know anything around here.
Dion,
Remember, Eugene, my
you
friend,
would-
you want to be confident. Assume you know, and then apologize after the fact.
No, don't do that. And just like that, the ulcers return. I look back longingly at the sea, unulcered.
Dion,
It's just a 16-year-old giving another kid just like life advice that is just horrible.
To be fair, I'm also not the best person to give life advice. I'm a hobo.
I mean, you identify as a hobo, but
I'm not
you gotta be
actually a
cool.
hobo, but
exactly, you identify as a hobo. It's fine. Meanwhile, you have somebody who has no realistic life skills because he's been doted on at every turn, giving life advice to somebody who has nothing.
but yes, Krill, please tell me about these weird squeaky toys with spikes.
so you do know that you do have the... Or sorry, sorry, let me correct myself. I got stuck between two different forms of thought. You do know what these squeaky toys with spikes are. You do know that they are the Pyukumuku, by all means. But...
What was that word? You kind of broke up there.
The Pyukumuku.
Okay.
Ikimiku.
The-
I can make up words too.
I knew that was coming. In fact, because you guys are looking at them a little bit longer, let me go ahead and grab the image for them. Good thing I have literally every single Pokemon on my computer, and I don't have to constantly find them all because of
I
the...
understand that.
So nice, isn't it? But no. Dion, if you would please roll me a history check, actually. And I will show you guys what the little funny rock looks like. As it is not a rock, the more you look at it.
As a 10.
That is more than enough. I should have actually given you advantage, but that is more than enough. This is what you see, guys, by the way.
I love them. They're adorable.
They really are.
I didn't actually know what that is.
It's they're called Pookie Muku.
Poo-poo,
Puki Muku.
poo-poo.
They're called poo poo platters.
How do you spell that?
Puki Muku.
I could type it out for you.
It is a mess.
Oh, that I would not have gotten that right ever.
I've typed it so many times despite never talking about it in a video. No, Dion, with that history check, you recognize who these two people are. They're ex-Team Skull members.
All right, instantly the voice goes like, yo, 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 yo. What are you guys doing? Leave that Puki Muku alone.
They immediately snap to you, and you see the gears turning in their head as they stand up, and they're not garbed in Team Skull attire whatsoever. You see one of them is the guy. He's fit with a white baseball cap, bearing like those false eyes that a masquerade has as like a logo on the hat itself. Just this orange creamsicle button up with tentacle patterns on it, and just white shorts. Then there's the lady who she has just this sun hat, overly large brim, just super wide brim, and then a beach dress that has the actual like belts around the waist, as her dress is bearing floette patterning all over it. Just these flowers and outlines of floette. But
Because I still have like the actual bandana on and like the necklace, no shirt, and the shorts.
And as you do yell out to them, you see that flash of recognition, as you can tell they immediately know who you are, and you see the shine in their eyes, as that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
I have to save the amazing pun I just thought of for next week or next month.
I figured that'd be a good place to stop, because if we start that's gonna go on for a while, and I always want to be respectful of everyone's time here.
And we have begun Dion's arc.
The ulcer arc.
I prefer to say the arc of the ulcers.
The March of the Ulcers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there you go.
Love it.
Perfect. Well, there we go. Hey, chat. Let me go ahead and slam us over to Industrious Ferret again as we close out our.
Hey man, you capped over 30 viewers at any given point, so you got that going for you.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
It's late at night. You got this.
Hopefully.
So thank you everybody for watching and listening. Hope you had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
No, we did.
And that's
I got
always...
severely less ulcers this stream than normal.
I mean, hey guy, hold on. The first half you were in rough shape.
Oh yeah, no, the first half, like the ulcers were combining.
Oh gosh.
My revolution is being able to punch a Pokemon.
Was it?
It's not a life lesson you need to be learning.
I'm
I'm gonna have to Bruce you. Pokemon are friends, not food.
The Hypno was attacking me.
The Hypno was attacking me. I must be the last one to strike.
And Thunder, you don't know why that is so funny, at least to me, because I was too chicken to ask the question, but I haven't, like, if Karaticus goes down, I have an entire build around the player being the tank.
That'd be a hilarious storyline.
I was too chicken to ask the question, and I don't want Karaticus to die, so just one of those.
When they kick,
Oof.
oh wait, when they normally die, they're just like dead, like that you can't play anymore. Is that like what really happened?
In
I have
D&D, your
no
character
idea.
can die. In this game, I'm making it very clear that I will make it clear ahead of time if there is a situation in which your characters have the possibility of dying. Because I do, like I said, I want to run by anime and movie rules where, like, if it is a super dire situation, oh yeah, let's up the stakes and have death as a potential thing here and there, but not all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I just been like regular D&D. Like, are you just done? Like, would it not be? Or can you bring your
depends
character
on
back?
the DM and how the story, like how they want to run
Alright.
it. I've come from campaigns where it's like if the DM didn't kill you, they failed, and other ones where it's just like it's more story driven. So I grew up in that whole you lose your character every probably 3 to 4 sessions. So you have to be prepared to bring in something new and exciting, or they're gonna just auto kill you. So that's why I got so good at building so many different and unique character concepts, just because of that mentality.
So, we played a session of D&D called "The Gods Have Abandoned Us," where there is no prep, and the DM switches every session.
Oh,
Yeah,
So there's
that's another
no
way to do it.
there's no pre-planning. You just have to ad-lib the story as it goes.
that is crazy.
Yeah. So in that session, I lost 5 characters in a row.
Yep.
One time while I was DMing, I killed my own character because they fell into lava.
Sheesh. Yeah, I'll be real. I've always been the one, I think, it's like, you guys have experienced combat today, and you guys have experienced a lot of the different types, like, styles of combat I'll throw at you. From difficult to easier to the mid-range, the technical, whatever. That's how I've always run D&D, and I don't pull my punches, but I also like to run it like a game mechanic, where it's like, okay, you saw a Ribbonbee, you know that Ribbonbee might be a type of Pokemon that might be more of a healer, so you know how to maybe...
Always kill the healer.
Huh?
Always kill the healer.
And that's the thing. You could, when you see a Ribbonbee next, there is a chance that it might be a focus healer, and you know to handle it. Which means that if I throw it into a boss encounter, you're going to be like, oh no, this boss has some healers with it. Then I don't really pull my punches. I don't pull my punches. You guys can have your fun. And if it was D&D, there's always a chance. If it was D&D, there was the chance that your character would die, but I wouldn't actively be trying to kill the character. Just make things tough and make it a possibility of death. So,
Well, and that was something that so again, everybody or a lot of people know that Krellik's first main campaign was when I DM'd it. One of the things I tried to instill is that the goal is never to kill a player. It's get them as close to 1 health left as possible while still giving them the chance to win. You don't want to kill them, but you want to get them as low as possible while still allowing their victory. And that doesn't necessarily mean health. It could be a different fight, a challenge, or whatever the situation. You want to get them as low as possible and make them expend every resource they have over whatever the encounter set's going to be. It could be an entire day or 1 fight, whatever it is. But that leads to a much better combat and encounter and character growth than just killing everybody. So,
yeah.
But I think we should get wrapping out here. Anything else
I'm at the bed.
would like to say before we skedoodle?
go ahead. You go first.
I did want to note that I did also give the Hypno a name just to keep in theme. His name is Getz, based off of Getsus.
So you have what? You have Giovanni, Guz, Getsus, and what was the bunny?
Lusa.
Lusa. Okay.
For Lusamine. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so, and they're all the theme is I'm going for the team leaders of every evil team in Pokemon games. So Giovanni from Gen 1.
Yeah.
Guzma from 7 from here. Lusamine also from here, and then Getz is for Team Plasma from Gen 5.
Guz is one of my favorites with his hotel scene. That cemented him. He's good in my book. But no, I'll leave on the final words for me is gonna be box, fire truck,
You've
and
used
homemade.
fire truck so many times. I could make a compilation of you saying fire truck as your last words.
Almost every time.
It's insane.
But-
Any last words from you, Odin? Or Thunder? Sorry, you know, you're Thunder now, not Odin. It's real now.
My last words were the Hypno. The Hypno. That was, and it unlocked new routes in my brain.
I could punch the Pokemon now. No.
The helping hand buff, like we weren't ready to see that.
I mean that was different. That was baller. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty fun.
buy
to
you
see
a
that.
Hands.
I'm gonna buy you a bat and you can start using that one.
Oh my god. All right. In which case, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye as thank you to everybody who joined. Thank you to our new viewers. Thank you to any of our VOD watchers. Thank you for everyone who stuck around. Hope to see you at the next one. Hope to see you in future streams. Check out the Nuzlocke that's going to be dropping technically today, or in 7 minutes. Not in 7 minutes, but tomorrow. Whatever. Either way, on Saturday morning. And with that, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't you think I would do? Don't think I would do. Please be nice to each other. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.